favorite station.
With your favorite station. Online, digital, and on your smartphone.
The radio is hot. The music is
no yaba munzo ye mo bibia ha awi mo bibia ha ne mo dini awi anso yo jiri se obia ho ye ene awi ye na memre da the 10th day of February 2024 sene yabonka February kwa kopim 29 days itiama afeno yenya 365 days yenya and yafi benya 366 days it is nyame ya dona se bia on ye na sha se tususu one city a day afeno be kwa wi na na ukra 366 Ghana cedis the be na there now they fancy 200 cedis a day and 10 cedis a day so hand down rent na what you know say hand down so na ne the other be na there ade ba ko ha ni ba bebre susutu ni ba bebre mpe susutu ba ko abuzi afwe de munyina azise mo ajibre na mo 80 piece 104.3 Medidio la koku Michael na me tnejumedie mu mamini apanyini kusi aboaje ayesane mrani the darling boy na jumedie Salamat kuko pension na shishen na ni minia Michael Peter Nisqua so no so the good social media mine na wo amanone no so a ebia na wo mo phones ne mo tablets ne computers hono na mo so atimi enye bia hwe na se wo so wo adwenche bia now so ode aba ewo social media platforms no say Peace 104.3 and Despite Media handle no na there also eka bia now so ode aba abeka ho na yenyina yetimi adidwumadi na ayefefefe ene ye wonsem di ni ye wonsem ka ni ye wonsem zudi nsem no bedoso but mama sha sen free. Eti enne nyame ya duma na ahode ne nkwa ohoi na ye ba bedi nkomo afa ye bedi nkomo afa ensema ye vice president ye Dr. Anami Sanfa Alhaji Ninkan enye Dr. Alhaji Mahmoud Baumia eka ye dawu kwada yi nsemo bebre no de betudwa ye fa Ghana ho ne ye sika sem tutu ye ho ne ensem bebre na ye de eja obi be se ye de ye chefa no ane ye ba behwe no ne awie na watching nyina na say free Wednesday ni de so radio baby abekubia nipa bebre na edi sam komo no politics for your modie obi eye ne die ene yeso ye begibre na yenso ye ahwe ye die na ye die no ana ye side tourism and culture side no the okaye eni.
I will also have a major focus on policies, tax and other incentives to increase private and public investment in tourism, the creative arts, and sports. More jobs for more jobs creation. We will build on the year of return, beyond the return, and December in Ghana. We will also introduce initiatives such as digital streaming platforms for our artists and tax incentives to make tourism and creative arts a growth pool. Tax incentives will also be provided for film producers and musicians. To boost tourism and job creation, my government will implement an e-visa policy for all international visitors to Ghana to enable visas to be obtained in minutes, subject to security and criminal checks. Ladies and gentlemen, sports is a multi-million-dollar industry, an enabler for the youth. However, we have not realized our full sports potential, and we cannot maximize the full potential of Ghana sports with the same funding model we have operated since independence. My government will therefore prioritize the creation of incentives for corporate sponsorship as a sustainable model of financing sports development and promotion of our national teams, including football, athletics, boxing, at all levels. This will take the financial pressure off government and also enable government to redirect more support to other sports disciplines. The government, as part of a broad sports development mission, will establish the Ghana Sports Secretariat, which will be an agency under the ministry, responsible for sports in collaboration with other sectors, such as the Ghana Education Service and sports federations. My government will also seek school-level collaboration with international sports bodies like the NBA and the NFL to make Ghana a hub for these emerging sports in Africa, to create more opportunities for our young people.
Okay, and some of your man penina BDH, a doctor Alhaji Mahmoud Bawumia Ekaye Ebi, and especially on creative industry, tourism, arts and culture, no, and ya Bobiama etifo aso atieno. Minim said now watching in every Wednesday, Nidia Matia Matisi Eka na ensemi beda hui emse amamfo so ya yewo industry and asset space no bebre na so ache won adwen ebi so achre se ebia de vice president kai no ebi wa monene adwen ebi on so monene nya adwen ni ade but ni nyina na ye begibre na ye nya adaje ni akomu kakra then ni ahwe ba bi ebetimi enya ne poma bredi asi na afi de didi won so ye de ababe kan ye nua ba ko a wotonyim wo Nigeria so ade ababe tuja se eye inubone enyom tofo ni bifa no ayenom no ono no wanya sa experience no fa nubone sa and then nubone aha ne career na woti nyom tofo bebre enkanka young ones generating geo so hwan fo idi ya obeti ubehu omusu ewo omnyum ena wu ya kotena po ano na hihye bi obizu se ne ya hihye bi ansa ne ya pie jese hihye saa minim so mo hihye ansa no matwero nyum se sen se ensem omode ye nyum these days no ehu ba asset bebre na adwene nko so eti no monya found bi na omode ye ne omoye na ye bedi sa nkomo na em say me sure the musicians are young ones and especially omuti na omuso afa ba frima say say drugs ya ye say ye wo de kanwum wa boa wo ma utimi perform e bi say na wo full stage na wo shishi bi etimi ma ohun ni ba ne say nkokom ohun ni pa ne say nkokom anti ferry eni wo de ebi ma na afamu da ko nyum jini well eti yebedi sahan komono na yahwe na ye ne yehu ba bia ebetimi de afutuo no apem ne bi so yebefre nipa ba ko mienu biensa bi so no mo so de omo no aba betu nkomonim studio mu a yenua Dr. Kwesi Ernest Eba second Mr. Sokri Safo Eba first enti ma mendi kan enchia Mr. Sokri Safo me mentor me pacho good afternoon mentor pacho ho ye
me ho ye pa
akwa ba so wiki akwa kakra yama
ai
tum so ehun enkomo so open so on
yeah
denya miase na fe
onchia Mr. Ajiman
ameba ho
okay
na nya botre
okay
na fe mami fa kwanya isu so enchia CEO of Ghana Tourism Authority Mr. Akosi Ajiman baby a will be a CEO nyame shao echia won so afi etwa mi man te wonka me ba office so ache sa na tie but wo ye panyini na unim fom na unim adwuma so nyame shao o ka CEO sa am say yedemu wie 8 years no why ade ama tourism ya akono ayade pa nyame shao Dr. Kwesi Ernest enso ewa ha dog
Alaji
you watch it
me hu ye na hu so
me hu ye
2024 yaba
munzo
kenan mana kenan ya fara kenan
na barka ma
wai me
na barka ma
ya barewa
ka jira magana shi fa
ba da zai bibiya ba ko ne
bibiya ba ko fa na so
kakra nyame adom
alhamdulillah
yo nyame ekurukure mu kakra
na wachia me de na mamfa akwanya soso na mefa nchia yewura Kwesi Ajiman GT na yichi baby owo ewie ote yanka bia no ye de nchia kese de mano wa sustaining creative art the interventions I saw me who na ho keka especially brana ye the Fuasantua ne Singaton na the personal involvement na ho keka na ho fama or the share dwumadi nim man ye successful chese wanye CEO a what here condition no wo hwese enema no enkoso there be every day oni wo ho kopem tama ye bold stage ye bibia na press conference bibia ene no na unya CEO sa na oye versatile na ho fama na ho keka so eni sa dia na chese out of all the chief directors I need a CEO as a minimum there I think that by far Yewura Kwesi Ajiman stands out among all appointees Yewura Nana Dankwa Akufo-Addo eyi omuso mma adwuma e wona ba wemu Yewura Kwesi Ajiman aho keka na ho fama Ghana obi bia di ne ho dance from tourism part and even why stand crowd to creative art chese wabon ho mode ye pa ni baby bi o wa wi bia no I really appreciate him and I'm too cheerful the man for such a big initiative need support of their mind
eto me bi so a aya yensan kaste eto me bi na mo ya dia munti wo other side no so kakra
olama ke adwuma
nyansa eni ba kufo trim da
we asene de saa na tie untumi nipa ba ko santumi nkata onyankopon ani na asetran adwuma nso ayeye no nyeni na obetumi bibia no constitution bia no ayaya are satisfied nipa 100%. But I believe say nipa wo ye adwuma overall ye hwe overall nti ye hwe pass mark ye hwe adwuma den a nipa na ye ne ahofama odisi wa I think say by far the pass mark very much appreciable
yeah
the pass mark and bia no ha obi no ha wa ye adwuma onye mistakes definitely mistakes kakaka be but trust me ni na hofama and I'm not saying it based on anything I'm saying it for the fact to say be grassroots work nipa ne sawa adwuma wa ye no so chese on sma onwa betuka and adro and na ho awia and na ho in all sectors. I think say he's been very amazing, and I believe say you're born at Baswa, it is in order. As I said, then a flowers man for the past 8 years. Why Juma?
All right, yeah. Okay, Baba.
Aye, Mr. Kwesi Ajima so na yeke.
Hey, and then I heading. Yeah, I'm going.
Okay, so I think Memeka from the little me who from Semetini di me who say omoye beyond the return near the ade ene na ho farmer. I think he's readily available to your side. Yeah, one of the most difficult things a banner with you're paying for any being accountable to the media and say until say omo koye bibi na afi omo ado mo but this man listens. I can remember if not twice Mr. Kwesi Aboagye show I think so na kasa just to clear certain things off. I think so Bolo and Co conversation he started here say he was the one person any Afro Nation conversation started here or yeah one person or my who everything clear saying yeah okay this could happen, this could not happen, and to me that is all this sector at least we've been pushing for, that if we ask at least feel like yansu kahu enough to give us the response. Let us know say adena mo ye no enye mo kwa na mo ye nya ye kahu na ye building industry no. And to me, I think he has been one of the people who are pioneer beyond the return. Who say, okay, there is also a bit of interest. Yeah, one of the things, yes, you say, oh, as a politician, they don't care about the creative art. But so far, with that man, Mr. Kwesi Ajima, I think he has shown interest and he has also pushed for the agenda of the creative arts industry. And I'm very excited. I think to me, I'm very excited. Cry, Efwa Santwa Singaton. The way conversation is started not see how cast me person all of a sudden it became an event.
When I say person
Efwa Santwa it was your interview.
No, me Renfi.
Yeah.
Renfi, but me you know say we am for hakra. Oze Obaba da ben
Obontwa
DJ Bomenyom
na me bonyom
DJ Bomenyom
I don't know we no say no wabeye oman naniwa ana Salah, you are live on air.
Salah is not live on air. She's not live on air.
DJ Bomenyom
they say owie no say ohwe abasubode oman Ghana de manu a owie na ye de a tourism ambassador dwumedie so e de share ne kon e de kan ho na ye de board na baso wo de waye no nti abasubode ne mu anu na me no kasa sezeo o South Africa chese obontoa ehwe se de tourism dwumedie so a ekoso no esusu se de ahonom so tie eni suahunu obetuma anya wom
na me no say asomekokay akobie nsem bi so
ebe paso ma Ghana de susu atumi akoso efo aye adwuma so fa wakọ abetifi wakọ no nkwa so oni ahemfo akohyiehia chese wo bo no homodin pa wakọ kodi blasters wakọ oni the supporters eko kam eko oni ekom kra no konya nkita hodie chese ewura no ni ade ontena sakra for all the days of spending here for Singleton in and obi a anka say every kaka hotel nkwa na oda nanso wa availing itself say obehwe ema Ghana your tourism ene ne kankro
doc me say obi adwuma no ana adwuma no wie oda so ye ene ne adwuma asa wo kasama no sisi
there be media say me ko boa no for the exercise in pepe after that
o ko boa no exercise ni nyina no because for ba fie hana ohun say
so kra na place recommendation no yeah
tie de ne say nyame nhira no ba bi obia yeah
Mr. Ajima na me can say about Efwa Santwa na say manager achechire wa aye ne neat sana wow
why 100.9
I we hear manager say already I know there, but I think say the short time Efwa Santwa ebetna ha make the desire of what she wants to do no utimi who say GTA involvement which ora actually kind or more involvement no I left here there no from just a lady wanting to achieve a goal to something that became a national and even international conversation. And to me that is the power of that institution. If they see how they can elevate things like that, certain things are see our industry ni man it can be elevated to another level. And to me, I feel like the fact that he was able to see that vision and make it happen is somebody that I think he has vision for the industry. And so for me, when it comes to the creative arts and the GTA side, well, there is more to the work, but I think the man has done his bit.
Okay, nya won ko so na wo ka minim se ne no ye be Mr. Kwesi Agyemang discussion praise singing there. George Kwezu so di bia ba was Unya, I couldn't agree with your panel more. Mr. Kwesi Agyemang is the best asset our sector has had these last 8 years. God bless him. George Kwezu, CEO of Image Bureau. So, and the Abakan George, Ben Ofono na enche. Ebetwe wasi so. Ye ba be di Dr. Bawumia nkomo kakra. Na de wo ye de ato so. Na we nkomo e ba be di. Oh boy. Ensem bebre but ni nyina dog me hwa de say utie Dr. Mahamudu Bawumia.
Yeah.
Utie yi pa.
Batie yi pa.
Okay. So great. Ebacho utie Doc Mahamudu Bawumia.
Na me wo ho.
Oh yeah, now they uti them obi.
Yeah.
But o kan mo be the screen so na e body dey na now they want me the screen so. Because na go bi we inside there, mo be screen me hu say asamoja ambeto so. Yeah.
Okay.
What happened?
Say they are celebrities.
And now they only celebrity. Anyway. All right. Again. Me pacho osusu tie bi on.
But me highlights, you know, certain media houses highlights of the conversation, and I'm share short videos of it on YouTube.
Okay, so yeah, I feel nearby. So maybe specifically in relation to your industry, no, UTA.
Yeah, industry no.
And I watch it. What follow?
Yeah, industry no. My tete highlights. Maybe me who some of the highlights. Me who articles written. Me who reactions. And you know, I think say once you open the conversation, we'll know where we the common never far.
All right. And I'm main shot seeing free Dr. Kwesi Enes any so. Doc, who you music producer? Who you musician? And I was a CEO of a record label. And they say my 3 main problems. I want music industry ma muhia immediate solution. I muji say mutimi solve these 3 music industry no benya netuma pa na befa netuma pa free a. Die ni die na ka obepese die ni bekoso. I
think say largely we share in creative sector I woman both music, fashion, sculptor phone I think we have one similar problem. Needs me so beside me one some met me aka wasem. They di akwetene pa accessibility to capital.
Okay.
They are soon on the pen so pa accessibility being able to access capital for production. And they said their music adwuma any senatwa adwuma fashion for adwuma ni no. Obey bibia mo watumi akọ anim akọ aye ne said their eson mo watumi adu international platforms ne levels bra is kasem. Ohwe kane no na o check na ohwe sadia those times na business wo mo ade sika music executive producers wo mo wo sika puduo na wo mo de ehye musicians ne mu no. I mean wo ho abeti ese big band assign obra for this wo ho abeti say we assign with this wadan fu Kumasi oya kantian kwan oko
peace and love
peace and love wa kofa akina popo money ozo komu na de omaba chese capital no ho enti onya the opportunity to go extra mile no way ba na we kwa ha chese otum se na enema ko what ye so obi ko ejaku ko we set or cost set or just 70,000 7,000 or just 10,000 per movie what yet ni na because there was capital na nkofo betumi da ye adwuma so na industry no say it was vibrant because sika wo nipa nsem a obetumi da ye adwuma se creative art betumi afa ne ntoma pafura na ehube hia se yesikasem ene yesikasem tutu ne betumi akoyie ma won I'm not talking about friends and party sharing money. I'm talking about yedisika ede support to one more the creative initiative and ability guided by principles and guided by handwriting say our day o ma ye be pain guided by experience. I nim say Willa Michael you chrome high you nim say or a movie producer wa ye be or a technical or nim die yedisika mana nyese bi or the kobo live soup or the kwayen kwan wakwa kodi yenim people who have proven themselves of the job they are in and your friends and party sharing money into sankrofon ye this cannibal support more then they can train they can record artists because Michael so me try na me hwe the number of enyomo demos me enkwala de send me enyomo hodo artists me meet omo bra say ya de pa say sika wo fans wo pa Chese almost every month biano you the capacity to churn new talent and new ewo ho a obetumi aye nti your creative art adwuma no de one factor you hear say pa
I was asking specifically with music and I would say the can access to capital nti there to be regulations. Yeah, regulations. Ejumano, the legal structure. What the music industry mono. Creating tawantawa bebre from the just nimdia ye wo you betumi a legislative and ye put legislations they are protecting ejumana ye no. Very very important. And now beti we say yenum we are for wenum we are ye say we are just say the corporate aspect of our work no. Very very important I say to me shemokena na boa ma adwuma no so no akono the tosubium very important I say here has to do with our royalty distribution system Ghana oman bia wo wiase bia dia ema obi a all practicing all by music adwuma bia nya ne daso say adwuma me ba baye that me nkoma ho magiem na sabi o menkoye sesrefo enkwada dem na bra mabba akokora ma ye adwuma ola maka ma ye adwuma manya be 60-70 years ye tete ha me ye nkokora boma na ye koi hwe me wofa security ye nkokora boma na egu so aye koi ola maka hwe abodwo semu na ye fitai chese 60-70 mu anu e white dynamic
ana egu so aye koi enti na ubedru umpanisi mbiem a wadwo ahome no na afei no otidam hwe ma income bi amba Inti royalty system na abrofo hihye to na ina na hihye to no na suahu na wachire ni se eyade a obi oye creative person bia no se odene ho bedom yi a system bi wo ho no a ye betumi anya ntutusudu do bi dia to ho mama sa nipa no a obetumi da ebetumi ahwe no na homgie mu nti daachi se nipa no ko na homgie mu a sa sika no betumi aboa se nipa no na yaresa ne bibia mu anatumi aboa eno any ade you buy West Africa and Ghana ya hanum dia kwanya ye de royalty system no enam so no ade a too dangerous say e be difficult say obi bia betumi say ye betumi ye de ho atoso say saade we bibia ye betumi arela on it say obi betumi de na atoso say metumi akọ pension on this one and something say as I say, President Bia ni pani bia bitumi aboma sa corporate system and your royalty system na your Ghana no. Ebetumi afire netuma. We have to see entuma anya hwe kra. Sa de no nko ade say etumi yede to on de man chirima. Am a necessity because ye hunu no na chi ani nanim. Ubati yeti obi anya ya royalty obi anya 200 cedis. Obi anya 300 obianya this. It means that there's a big loophole. Ewo your royalty system num. As you to me correct here. Just obi bonyum kwame yuji nyuma obo ne pam inani. Ya nanam pedumu ina hwe hit a wo mu create ye. Bisa se won mu ko dia ekọ honum no. Omo royalty system it me womo ma. How are they even benefiting from some of these things? Eye baby esi etumi bisa na ehwe akira kwan. Because anko bi tise nanam pedum ne hit and ne records awo. Chese ne makwa anya dwuma bi wo wiase a anka they have to survive. Papa Yansen. I didn't say ne maye dwuma. For all the hits the father created. Now bako na yesi Michael Jackson ma wo mu nya sika into Michael Jackson ma school fees. Ubetuma ati sasa we mfa. It is important. Sir, now if you look at Bob Marley, the foundation crowd, look at the way and the foundation crowd here, and then the royalty system, taking care of the money in the Ubibia, all his children, Ubia to baby, because of royalty system. Inti say yeah, memo hand me na ye bon. Say ya moya bre ye. Na ya nhwe royalty system no into said the betuma ye into so do their tour, e dia boy musicians no abanya. Creative art, ye be ye den, ye be fro, ye be Afrima, ye be hwan beyond the return, under the return, beside the return, middle of the return. Ye be born in left and right, aye singaton, speechaton, akaton. Ye be ye ni na be no. At the end of the day, it will come back to cost 90. Because the ground foundation, backbone na, e wo see etumi hihye. Ma obia oye music adwuma e wo Ghana. Biana otumi nya kokuduro to ne sase ne bu se dia meye ne fapem ne no sa fapem no se ntumi nse sa adua ne nsi ho no ma adwuma yeye na no agye se wo ya okro no make okọ no te se wankasa dia woye no ebia gigs a wo boy na no usevu sika ne bi tototo ana ebia okoye insurance package bi e dey protect wankasa wo dachi na nya sa pa dia it become difficult for anybody to be in this practice at this profession.
Let's say what touch on capital accessibility may sound reminded now those by regulation.
Yeah.
And as part of regulation, you know, or the royalty system and
yeah.
as a royalty collection
as a case study.
As a case study.
Yeah.
Now the third one.
You met me actually has to do with government intervention.
Okay.
Government intervention. Debia na metwa meti bibi almost GDP. Ya jitum say creative art no. Say yetumi pagya no a. Ama no fa ntoma pafura. Ye betumi a contribute to oman no ne GDP. Meboa.
No correct.
Good. Na che say creative art you with the potential say ye betumi amba omoba oman no ne taxes ne oman ni nyinu no so atumi akọ nanim. Sa na tie pa dia na hu behia say ye behia aban so support na we create the enabling structures aboa created the enabling structures from technology support of the side regulations here ye corporate systems you know aban betumi anya interest na watumi aboa especially with the establishment of fund aboa ma yetumi anya fapem creative art no etumi aya krabehwe na etumi agira na nanso waka say yenso so ye ready said they are banking for a contribute to our mind said they are cocoa for contribute to said they want more ton tomatoes ekofa tomatoes cry free akoma dan deba mfa so aban yom ho no yenso so ye belong to this sector no aban betumi anya bibi afri ye ho say aban etumi show that leverage say creative art me aban dia medi si ho no fa pema me body atom ho ni aboa mamo so madwuma etumi akoso sa aban to me yes ha no mano kra mayen na one physical kwa and show be nsemo I think that we should be able to stand on our own feet na yetumi aye bibi e de aboa ye ho because enema ni bi wo ho no mo and only one of the things that made me so happy especially say maka wasama say in the last the Yewura Nanado Danko Akufo-Addo ne pen manifesto di kan ba no wo kire mu say utumi ba power obetumi establish the Creative Arts Fund aboa ema na tumi grow. That was a laudable effort. Na ye hwe ni mo asem fie wotwe ni ye womi anko betumi kra ye hunu say seed capital $100,000 kra no ye tumi de akoto ba bi say art fund na ye ka say betumi build no ye decide we e de aye dwetire kra de ato ho ama the creative art industry. We need government intervention in these areas. So government betumi atoto aboa ma creative art no yenso yetumi contribute to GDP. Ama oman no atumi afa ne ntoma pafura. Enti se obi hunu se obi a creative art ni a obi ntumi ntra ba bi nkasa ye obi ye sansani ana se obi eyi sabisabio amobra in wo ba be creative art nemum se wo be practitioner of the art na government interest no wo adwuma minti no maami no wo parents ka be proud say monhwe me ba so ye nwumtuni monhwe me ba so ye actress ana o ye actor na obi antena ba bi amfa ne nsam ponti ye creative industry say wo mo sabisabio ye sansa for ana say ye ba wubra. These are things that government must do. Our regulations, as I said, the Attorney General office, etumi interest, as I said, Corporate Office of Ghana, Attorney General, and Nico share. Emma unko said ye yenum unko fortune parity num ni movies ahudo kroma share high traffic light him na wujina traffic light na woto kemu na mranti kita pen drives ya twetwe musicians enyum guso a ye turn or traffic light him broad daylight and then obi to corporate office or your administrator or your worker ete hon so woje aketua bosonso a waso conditions ne so and woje aketua and what one wo hwe say and musicians that work from hand yentwetwe mo ne yetwetwe mo enyom egu pendrive so and ye turn our traffic light him and obia nobody is doing anything about it. And me transcend me bisa so why do we pay people to be in that office? Why do we pay people to be in that corporate office? Ejuma ben partners so they should tell me what work are they doing in that particular building. Ejuma ben partner in that office. They can't protect people. They can't protect the creative art. They can't protect the practitioners in the industry. Ejuma bamuko ejuma from Monday to Friday. Ejuma ben partner muko kwa office wo. It's something we need to know.
Okay, you know why capital regulation and government intervention, but mante as part of government intervention, tax incentives and here.
Oh, say ni naka government
number one most.
Yeah, because I focus on the corporate internet. I leverage on me more about corporate internet, but ni so because a government intervention.
It means that you focus more on what is more important. The here.
Me priorities in Abia. Obisu bewo also obisu betuma start. Emma tax incentive aba beye number one.
Okay.
But me I focus my priority from one on government support area no has to do with the corporate.
The entire maybe sign is because who on FP hunu ewo enyum tuo mu eneni normal ekeka on na kade etina me bisa senti se sebi ye bisa se sia se enyum tuo adwuma mu no na industry no mo challenge pa no ma me miensa na wo dia to amaye. So these are your challenge. This a normal winner won susu mu no ehia pa say e ma nyum to for no.
Yeah.
Okay. Me that's it. Mr. Savo, you come no back.
Yeah.
Eti you also know yenhwe last weekend ye di siniu komo I'm sure say we had this similar intina me ma doc at the started from say the main challenges of film industry no any day. And I remember say Oka say licensing number one and also distribution.
Channels of distribution, yeah.
Yes, distribution.
Yeah.
Okay, these are the two main things highlighted last weekend.
Yes, two main things in terms of the question that was posed.
Said the empani here.
Yes, say yeah, the fix it.
Pager industry.
Yeah, yeah, the fix it. I can see main fine. This for in that direction, I mentioned these two, but not the only. But I said, say you fix it, licensing and channel of distribution. All the various regulations, falls under these two. What am I saying?
Yeah.
licensing in the sense say obi ewo license renewal of license comes with what? Abiding by the various regulations. Payment of taxes is also part of it. Tax dia ola minim say when I wo hansin ana kwesi aboaje till you will bear me witness say me tu anamon call tax for office near wo aboso kan ho no me ba be kan wo hansin enkomo a me ni omu di that day no na George Kwe wa ha because it was within December nimo.
Okay.
Kwesi aboaje nda ha. Okay, but till you were here when I was having that discussion. Because adeng na course eba from Yankrofo no about taxes. Your friend is saying George Kwe na all year even the gods are not to be blamed, and he was here almost in tears. Yatina han say ama ye nuanam your friend is saying na oma ba han say challenges somebody aba were all based on taxes. So we year events pa ni GRA fu abetina o gate ano. But me call GRA for no office ho no. Me ni omo ko di nkomo. Eba abse omo nti adwuma na se. Eni ama no bebre ani me chire omo news no omo say papa ni awu ken yete ase pa ba je nim. Secondly no bibia ni ho e betimi ayafa ho. Just a regulation aba ansan. But say de ni wo ho yi enu an ye de be adwuma. Ye ho hwe nye yiye. Nti me say Dr. Bawumia e boss no. Manage Ola.
But me per se yen komono step by step.
Yeah, step by
say
step.
No, ye share ni hia pa.
Yeah.
It's no.
Okasi ni hia pa Ola.
It say no me hia na doso. Say the last weekend
Yes,
here no.
yes.
No me hia na de e doso. Na emum no bibiem no ye wo ni di so.
Fine.
Ene me ne doc e sha se ka say enoma miensa na adwum ni susuum no ohwa ehia betimi affix yesisi eyede and because me didn't start because last week me know
okay me ti ase yankoso
etino yes from there yeah licensing and distribution
distribution no ho no e ho no na the platform no so no e wo no what am I say e ho no e na platform ye streaming platform ne niema no ewo no ye din komo last week no me kire wo say when it comes to the channels of distribution now one there were various channels, sales of hard copies, now streaming abeka ho there were television, there was cinema. Yet na say ehwe ne ebeboa yen ene ne emwa yen all these channels yi nyina no wa ti say na Bible no kan no wo ne nyina ho kwan but enye nyina na efata nti hu channel a MY and ye free mu and that day no I identified television as the biggest your friend is saying nemesis of the distribution channels me identify no ti yi no free me and aka ni nyina no na ese ehwe. Now when we come to distribution streaming ye hu say all the major platforms that wo ho ni nyina no hu nhyehyeye one kese wo mu a edimu pa mayen no emfiri Ghana hu nhyehyeye ni nyema ni nyina emwa yen but si ye nyina ye ti minya a generic one from Ghana the promotion ni nyema ni nyina efiri Ghana omo a omu nim adwuma emu da bia me hu obi ti se Kalinelante hinti da bia say senior ye nuanom alatafo e na control these streaming platforms ninti no they are able to even push their content against your local content. Secondly, the terms and conditions are the your friend is saying the content creator no and also a key but yeah there near control yet sinkonya yes ye penese say and on the boy you pushing it down to the people with the necessary support and promotion ne dimua ebeboayen inti a key because one kwesianes can funding capital access but kwesi enkomodidi enimo no unim say obisa me from where I see the first thing I will go for is not capital because they say me kukru 100 billion cedis amount who invest in a said there because we don't have that distribution challenge in a fix no uko twa nyomo na obeboka enti first no me fix the end no the market in the first. Send ye beya me mo sika ni later o de ba obetimi anya market. But me kukru sika ni mo say no ko create no de aba. Say anyuma ye nyina look at ABC you stream 1,000 your friend is saying streams are 1,000 streams and now amount $3. Da ben no be boa we anu akoto oka. Meanwhile na nya ne studio ko boy any po. O call round aye promotion ni nyina aye ka. Artist Estelle oni ni na mu nyina nya ka no mo bodo. E ka no mo bodo no wie ne system a o de bet ye yi no anya usika ni ni ho a. At the end why no cost 90. Enti me mo de I will first look at the distribution channel for us to give us a favorable and profitable channel so that later when you give the person the money na obetimi recoup. And yes e be so they contain konsu. And no funding is key, but I will first look at the distribution angle. So I was happy when he hinted on one of the stream channels which is streaming. But streaming na what he say in favor ye. Omo ye streaming they don't have as your interest. I will be happy and I was happy.
All right.
Say obo so ma ye.
Okay. Mami ko akua so. E common doors.
Nka ne person me chire bibi about.
Ono ehwe music oso ahwe sini eye.
Oh, music o kan bibi about royalties ni ho no. E ho na ne person me kan bibi kitu e bi kwesi. Sa royalties ni ho no. Sa die me defend aban da bia enya MPP aban yo aban bia because I don't know why ye kasa asem ye chia no. Na ban na na handle ni ma yen. Na ye call ye say Bosompra must go. Ye demonstration say ye and ye person ye control ye royalty system. Ye creatives no and ye call ye mra no and ye can say ye nya ma yen ye be collect ye royalties ye de mra na ma yen. Yes ya shemra ne kete say how do you call it login a must and ye dia share and say ye control. If we are not going to make sure that people are logging for us to get the necessary revenue, why do we have to still cry on government? Niasi government ye bia waye. Wa passing mrana mayen. And no dem mrana share yensa. Yan ye can say fa mrana share yensa you say free mu. So if you go, your friend is saying no, it's not government who is handling it. The collecting societies are being run by the industry players. Rexoma or handle Gambro. They are supposed to come. Rexoma Gambro ba no more insist say yen quality data. Ni yen charge per the data na. I'm telling you. Ni who can see your friend is saying musicians are dying poor in Yemen ebe solve. Because when they play your song, they should pay you. But they are not thinking about it. Now we are coming to sit here and still cry on government as if we don't know what we are about.
Okay.
Anyway.
Yeah. Tilly. And send me bisa abusafo me ni.
Okay.
Me osuma me bisa. Wo hwe wo do ani hwe music industry ni movie film industry. I'm selecting these two because they are known vice president focus no kakra koye.
Music any movie.
Yes.
Okay.
So what do when you share sign industry to me no. Amo challenges pa what do when you ehu nyina no. Ebi ni dey bia hatu hatre do be nya bia no.
Okay.
Na boy ni ehwe.
Empenyefo that is Mr. Socrates ne kwesiene so maka most of the things are now on my list is I think say maybe very brief.
Okay.
I think the biggest problem and idea a challenging I the most challenging for the music sector any film sector any leadership, the leadership of these two sectors, whether association leaders or more mandates, and if they are doing what they are mandated to do. And nona abeye the biggest bane of the creative arts industry, whether it is music or it is the movie side, because ya waha and a conversation back as a channel with the NFA, it looks like omo call mandates and then what they have to do and what is being done a problem. And to me, oshemwa ye big problem ewa yen creative arts side na akoye leadership. Omo mandate constitution omo juma how they are following the constitution or what they are doing and the end result. Me mon there if I had my own way, I mean, me too, be for mana bibi asisa. I would say they have to really look at leadership, no associations thing, you know, because to me, for a sector like creative arts, I don't think there were any future if our associations are not strong. Every sector be a china hobby. Every time we want to compare the creative arts to know, they have associations a year juma. So creative high, so creative now other than the creative arts agency in the BBA, everything. Ochina baby took a friend a musician, no afraid so creative, only so creative PR. No, every day also because the associations that have to be established and your mandates need to make somewhere to support, to educate, to inform. One more musho maseno. It looks like it's never been done. Today, you try your but the work of the associations now to sing. And to me, one day, if there is anything that has to be fixed first, association. Also, why is the creative arts industry up to now? And also leadership to sing. And also so mandate to sing, to sing. If we are talking about the creative arts industry, let's ask the people what are they doing? What have they done? So how they used it, how it's benefited. Because it looks like but woman idea jumana show monsa whether or not I buy na was whether or not you see a bit me I buy fan shares and then when we got the power to do it or when association then on my so far. And to me that has been the biggest downfall of the creative arts industry.
Okay. Tilly Akuya Nipa Nyamisha Afi Yebeko Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia and Sema Oditu Janumu na ye de ababehwe de mososo mwakanwa na ya sanhwe ye nuanom so a eti bi bibiri na pese omude omanotum eye won a wo industry mu both music, film and the mother industry being the creative industry, anyone wo tourism so sector no bibiri na pese omo can be and be so through some be kasa because omo say politics asem omo pese omo do omo be for politics asem bia to omo do omo pese omo be kasa omo so omo pese omo be kasa che be guengu e be gina nyina nyo omo asema because okokasa wanhwa na obi antina sie na wakọ kano asem foforo but de ye man panyin abedi achiri mate Dr. Alhaji Mahmoud Bawumia ekaye enie paragraph 162. Ladies and gentlemen, I would also have a major focus on policies, tax and other incentives to increase private and public investment in tourism, creative arts and sports for more job creation. I will build on the year of return, beyond the return, December in GH. We will introduce other initiatives such as digital and streaming platforms for our artists to make tourism and the creative arts a growth pole in Ghana. Tax incentives will also be provided for film producers and musicians. To boost tourism and job creation, my government will implement an e-visa policy for all international visitors to Ghana to enable visas to be obtained in minutes, subject to security and criminal checks. Asema Yaman Penya Bidiachiri mate Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia Ekafa tourism, arts and culture. But me share you almost see a caption now and I heard now. Now I'm tempted to believe say the idea of cutting down the number of ministries, it's possible he might want to add tourism, sports and the creative industry in one ministry. It looks as though it's a never call. Etini yankwa humanizo na yenshen komodi unfortunately. Na yene eye Mr. Edward Nana Poku Osei dodo na freno the hammer last two eba bedi enkomo oni ne ba be hye enkomo na se na yeti won so won adwenkyere efa ensemi ho.
Don't just stand there and watch.
Say what beat, you know, what bass line, no, now boom boom na. Now you say, Uncle Hammer beat. There's no way you can go wrong. Signature is so loud and clear. He doesn't need to mention his name. You will know that Juma way dear Hammer dear. Nana Wadaroma. Good afternoon. Nana Day. Nana what boy Juma? What boy Juma? And you ma over a decade ago. You tell you say, you may say no
2007.
See? Almost 2 decades now. As what tia, what can say no Nana Yami Shroud. Ne de Yami so has say what do dum Ghana. Na uye Juma din say Emma, yes, ye BDGG any. Na Nana a ye fro on your bonnet. Me fro Nana because Wudia Edward Nana Poku say, but Omrani din de Hammer. Na wadauma if Wednesday ye man penyina be de akire Dr. Maud Baumia e ensembi tudwa efa tourism arts and culture ho na minim utie bi
I'm Tiebi.
Okay, na ye specifically with music esema wo kafa de opeso ye emanyum tofo bi no mpache wadauma utie no uji so saying
Specifically which part?
Me pacho with music, you know. We say 2 things, you know, kafa musicians. So the kind digital and streaming platforms for musicians, and the second one tax incentives. And then maybe say nimi no uti no ode and I said na wadumi on na kakra say.
Oh, it was interesting. I think that a long awaited basically because some of you call into streaming no. Nipa ka crazy na it's me joining yeah. Yetimi any die kakra yawo like credit cards ne bank cards like debit cards near de no. Yeah na yetimi subscribing ewo Apple ne why. Into the every month Apple deducted musica my subscriptions from Apple TV Apple Music. Or deducted free me cards so. But Ghana ha na like debit cards and credit cards. Into okasa no my dream call bibi so. Say it's long overdue. I'm just hoping, say, and the government never yes idea with because government but the government will empower businessmen. The local streaming sites. It won't be bad because now because of mobile money digitalization, you know, we have connected, we have linked our national ID cards to our phone numbers. So now anybody with a phone number can register on a local streaming site and listen to music.
Okay.
The mobile money access to streaming sites, no subscription, no. A long way to get high life for now, or more regional areas now, or more the two Apple because Apple the prioritization no near war big genres no. Unko to high life genre on Apple. What you say? There's no high life genre on Apple. It is pushed under African music, Afrobeats, wine. It is your local streaming sites, your businessman be sorry, you know how government and the tools to do this are. Inka the mobile money, streaming high life music. Because the prioritization now, yehia wɔ Apple no nka yɛn deɛ no nka yɛde bɛma yɛ wɔ ha nti going forward no businessman no betumi akɔ who Nigerians no musicians no look come to our streaming platform the subscription is 20 Ghana cedis a month or 50 Ghana cedis a month you pay with your Momo. That means that anybody who has a mobile money account automatically is linked to a Ghana national ID, gives you access to a streaming site. So I think that it is not far-fetched. And then the this I mean, say, among for I alarm, say, and then no here. Of course, you want your baby, but when you're bad, I don't think it's a bad idea. It will go a long way to get attention now. Apple hosono. Betimi awo local market ya manipa stream sa. One thing is to say, Apple any exclusive. It can be on Apple and let's say be on
other platforms also.
Ola Music in Ghana.
Yeah.
Ola Music streaming site. Because Ola Music streaming site, our Ghana, the origins are Ghana. Into Ghana, I prioritize high life, and I prioritize hip life, and I prioritize Saka and I say American music.
Yeah,
and I prioritize reggae, dancehall, Shatawale, Stoneboy, Omonium. I prioritize. You get to have your music on Apple. It doesn't matter. It doesn't hurt to have your music on Ola Music streaming.
Okay. Send a tear crashes, say you want more monium and your back on a boom play, audio mark, Apple, and all that.
And yeah, exclusive. Say far-fetched. I think that it is something that should be accepted as a good thing. It's one thing to say it. I hope it will be done because all it takes is a businessman, a more empowered business. Because businessmen be brain and chrome her or more ideas that Obiam Penema or more and to me, yes, I am away. To say or Kase or Ba or Bepneama or my yes, I am away no more. I'm sorry, but or Kase government in about the idea and you may.
But the Kase no the Oka in respect to the Nkomo Ayedi I'm saying say we will introduce other initiatives such as digital and streaming platform for our artists to make tourism and creative arts a growth pole in Ghana. Now we need the next say buying a bayo.
But I don't think that I strongly doubt say
I'm sure say they will partner private person be to do that.
That's right.
Yeah. Now, you call tax incentives, so you as a music investor, producer, and all that. Really, is that the most important thing you need now to bring the industry back on its feet?
No, I didn't think that he said that is the most important thing we need.
Yeah, but maybe that question on the back of the Oka,
Oh, that's not one of the that's not the main thing we need now. We need a lot of things.
Okay.
One of the main things we need now is the login system. The login system will automatically make musicians make a lot of money. That is very, very important. With that, it has to be, we just have to be selfish. This thing now, Moka said, play Ghana. The main thing, you see, in America, nobody tells anybody to
play American music,
drive American cars,
okay,
eat American food. No, that is not how to get the country to. You can't force like the patriotism on people. People do what suits them. What you need to do is the incentives. Over two incentives, like incentives, I'm almost saying, if you indeed play Ghana music, 80% Ghana music, Peace FM is eligible for this amount of tax relief, for this magnitude of tax relief. Now, because of that, Peace FM father will call you and say, look, your playlist should be like this because it's coming from above. Now, because they are paying the tax and they know, say, they want to take advantage of this tax relief. America, the reason why American cars own too many Rolls Royces near there, BMWs, Benz near there, because tax are at that so long. Auto American Buick, and auto Chevy, and auto Cadillac, and auto any American Plymouth, or another tax being so American car.
Tia no back ebe kwa what American car no.
American car no. But to Benz, adia ide back to some no. Ube no, this is how you millionaire. And that is what we should do here. I think that what we need right now is to incentivize these platforms, these great radio stations are almost born you me, almost bought their Ghana for pay. Ghana for so much Nigeria, but the boss Fred said, if you play Ghana 80%, the radio station will pay less, 20% less tax or 30% less tax that we're supposed to pay. You have to make your playlist properly. Well,
yeah.
And incentives are important.
Nessa ukra odi betu mu say a login system ni nu hia mo no. Ti ever say abankra timi bua na e sha se a na yes sanya that incentive for more Ghanaian music na no e be bua ma musicians e didi pa.
Nka e ho na obo mu se sa ko de mu chi Rolls Royce.
Rolls Royce in Tini Yewe.
Up to now, boys, I was said by now, cannot Omunia Omuchi Bentley Rolls Royce. Yeah, because you need login system. You bought one but if the people come to Peace FM, they come and they generalize the amount they need. Well, not just say, oh, Papa, we old timer, watch out, and you money say,
sir.
We would say, buy and chair, and then you say, your money say.
Oninium bebre, oninium ye bako.
At their discretion.
Okay.
But the login system will tell you that we played Sarkodie 30 times this month, 100 times this month, and 200 times this month. And so this is what is due Sarkodie. So the Gambro people will use the data from Peace FM. They will use the data from Peace FM to give it is something that ne checker. No young itemized billing or TSA. Golden Tulip played this many times my music. Hotel way for minimum say. Way for no for minimum say. Peace FM for minimum say. It is kind of banania. It makes sense. What you say? These things have to be enforced. You see, I like what he said. The fact said, one mentioned musicians, Krano, SSA. I'm hoping that it's on the right track. I mean,
all right.
It's not anything that is perfect.
All right. Mr. Hammer, Yamin Shao, Yadasi. All right, Yadasi. Daffy Yanko, Kajri, I just would do radio no. Kajri, Yanko, KK for Suso. KK Fosu, a ye catch Kwame Fosu. KK Utiminga Ovozui Salam Pacho, Shenanse Odum Radio no on Timin Kabi. Hello KK. Catch Waba
Mapa.
We Pacho Aquaba Mahanso.
Ayania and Michia were finally the studio.
Omojo so. I was for any cake for Susan Aidin Comoina. Cake ya throw away ya. Assembly tiawa. Me assure sa wutie ye man panyini abediachi Dr. Mahamadou Baumia asema woka FI sector no.
I'm say away ya mitie. Been say yam papa no speech but away ya mitie once and I say yes, or can be concerned friends entertainment.
Let's say one should have nya brain teeny in idea.
Yeah, but I think the more can
And I watch it.
So yes, matter.
All right, Etino, and then some more me bonnet of a more was say me share specifically with a young tour aside, because Honor would ya continue pass, say no, or say Ombesha digital and streaming platform, ama more nyum to fono, nothing so ya mamo tax incentives na afe ya wa implementing e-visa policy ebema won pese oba Ghana ebne mu bedi dwuma die no ombenya om visa tentem eno ma me ensan we na or touch you on na ye ju adwenkyere die ehia ni
them say you better not say the bibi ani wi ase ahia even a waste you waste from poor I the bibi ni ko dey na kwa ehia e ma be baby. So I think say your brother Penny Hammer wakasa nicely wakana semina na meet so creating so they are now talking about it's a Myanmar almost 30 years and it's buying be about new support, which is so nice. I was Dr. Bawumia Kasa same way any idea assembly you streaming online already, right? Even now Crampon open app of Amachi Dede, Google your distance. You can Google and you get Amachi Dede app. Google and highlight songs in a Lumba has it, Kojonchi has it. So any idea one. Then I think the login system no any idea now no and you know a login system in here Ghana. Because Ghana na yet and Ghana na any part of the fans do now. It's not in America, it's not in Asia, it's not everywhere. Asia for the normal by fair for the share can na plus. But say yetimi as year best. And I think say we need the login system. I don't need the most important thing.
Say ni di hiamu pa no. Say di hiamu pa kesipani login system no.
I'm telling you, login system no Ghana Hanum say because now no me too many more iTunes, Chinko. I have my own as a login to say let's say GhanaMusic.com. It's the whole Ghana, that platform, and the biggest platform when it comes to streaming Ghana music. And almost no amazing, almost picture near man, almost Ghana celebrities, no, or on man, a bit more eka.
That's a GhanaMusic.com, no, a streaming platform, maybe on.
Of course, because they stream over there, they watch everything they watch, and they do everything, they download over there, no.
And they pay you musicians for your songs being there.
They pay better than Gamro. GhanaMusic.com pay better than.
Hello. Yay, what kind of Gamro ya line article? KK.
Yeah, hello, Motimenka.
Fedia ba. Now because a Gamro tia line so.
Okay. We will throw them fire.
Me yeti.
You hear a login system. I don't know about the PCFM. Obo KK for Sunyama. You don't say man, okay, your number check here. If on a ebo we nipa hen to go hen and you young say me now and yes also the other say Ghana no entertainment na answer music industry na be one way thing to set the be you say e fukeki for sunyuma and no na DJ do on more the be she manager say no na koso but e ade amutia log in na ade na oboka credit card be jai no akofo obedience no why then what because they will question you. It seems like the system we don't have control, and it's so shameful for young vice president to say or the streaming platform. No. I agree. You understand? And I see this thing as a scam. Your business, no. Because at the end, and your mind, own thing got to be my mind. Any Ghana tunes. Then say Ghana phone you and at the same time, one young you go on the ABBR, automatically we are paying tax there or minus any revenues.
Yeah.
If or can you say it makes sense a lot. But like I said, maybe what platform I mean for streaming also. You go there, you stream live, and then people take what they will take. Satawali wanted there, Stoneboy wanted there. I mean now the system we are not in olden days. You know, Omunja I'm imagining that they want to use on us. When I hear this thing now, I see some way. Because Nanando Bayano, Obama musicians, thinking so, boy, and it's going to make it for 2008. we A plus a KK Fosu before Kwabena and Co. They came. Uta them came. Me KK Fosu. I made the ye lusu yeno. Me na me call Obuasi Kumasi market. Me na mo points. Mon free plus na mon bisa na mon free. Mark Okre Kumante, deputy minister. Na mon bisa no. Before Secretary Safu Muna join a train. I get my point.
Kwabna ewaha ye baby sano so Christopher so ye baby sano.
Yes, A plus KK for Kwabna before any artist beba mean any A plus a different me ye lose ye me na kwine so obi engineer what is BND mechi many A plus you see from now papa ne see enko obi and so when sometimes me kasa na ye depend being a kasa because we are looking up for the betterment of Ghana. Okay. So when it goes around and after the president, you are trying to say, okay, musicians and entertainment friends and groups, you may do what you know. You're trying to say this now, my friend, go and come back again.
All right. Catch Kwame Fosu, KK Fosu, Valentine Day boy. We have Vals Day boy. Matisse Vals Day, who the Fufro Barbetum. It it drew me and a messanu a dihunkomo. Yami Aduma. Why?
Then I say, I cry the back to send that to Mon stream, Monco, Apple Teams, Monco, I want the whole platform.
Okay.
The platform to that. Boom, play me the beer order that so near Finny got a penny about baby or the platform. And the moment I find you and good demo. Some of you we are there, we just push it.
All right.
I'm saying it for betterment of Ghana, not because of politics. Range and Mubia because what can say we made another be not I kind over here. I don't care. I can't cry no.
No.
Like me, you don't like me, I don't care.
No. Kegi Nyami Sharpa Komodieni so Yene Baba Sadiq Abdullahi Abu Woye NDC parliamentary candidate for Okankwe Central Osaye founder for Wilderland NA3 Music Network. Also a dear continue pa our music industry ni tourism. Baba Otemega. Boko de. Baba.
Yes.
Na Okankwe say koye de.
Okay, see Okankwe Central for no. My crowd say after a long time no say almost the same so that they can have the experience, they can also experience a young manner. I know so bad the Abba constituency and my maybe no name manage the food now there.
That's right.
The message is going down. And as I say, MP out so after 12 years, the SOET should have been able to do all of that. After 12 years, they cannot point to any significant legacy or development from his end. That without him trying to attach himself to central government projects now. It means that we are in for a good effort.
Great.
Yeah.
Now, me I sure say Wednesday, Uti, your vice president or Dr. Mahmoud Baumia, and specifically about tourism, arts and culture. Say what the sports crack how. So Uti in Semina.
You follow. I mean, I was busy on the ground, but after that, some bits and pieces of some of the promises are now all making our industry.
Okay. It would me pacho yenti wadwin kire asem de anase wo bibi ka foforo.
I mean, me you could know say that night a rehashing of some of the same promises are by way a share when they were in the position. 2016 a few of the things are not more canon or 2016 the big manifesto in 2020 election they repeated it again to say after 8 years same some of these same promises almost sounds so I mean is the Obidaka said that the same rehashing of the same bold promises are my industry
Nese oka say omobema musicians ne film producers tax incentives uhuni say asem dada anomoka say ye be ombeye digital and streaming platform for artists ni nyina uhuni say asem dada na
I mean before 2016 elections almost share boss they will create a digital platform in streaming now I know you do home obviously trying to and let them understand. I mean, this is not something that even industry government thinks about. A government should actually push beyond that. We know that particularly for those of us who want to continue area, we know the difficulties and the challenges that exist there, and some of the ethical issues that exist in that particular point. You didn't come the kind of say on these same issues on HFM before the 2020 election. We kept on talking about it and talking about the same issues here. After 2020 election, they repeated the same thing. And then now, between the time of we keep on 2020 election till now, they haven't done anything to that particular effect. In fact, be quiet the cow. One of the most important things I make in industry power, which is the creation of a specialized court system, a bit in fast tracking the issues and legal issues within the industry. This is something that we thought was laudable. They couldn't do it. 2020 election, they came to hoodwink us. The kind August be on the car say, by October, they are trying to get a fence in the specialized creative arts court. It didn't happen. And then they had to promise that again to us again. And then now they say this is where we are. So definitely if you are somebody in the industry, we MR signal say one, they don't understand industry. How to even enable industry and create opportunities for people, a lot more young people to take advantage of. How to even create employment or enable industry that can drive value for the country. They don't even understand it. And we've had again and we're paying attention and we're listening as much as possible. I've taken some insight from this and I'm guided. For what to do. But quite clearly, you could see, beyond the grand incompetence across various sectors of the economy, they clearly don't have any proper advisor, any insightful and well-experienced advisor when it comes to tourism and the creative economy.
All right, Baba, and I'm now say Osuaji Brena Wache Osuajuni Efa and Komoyo. Nyamisha, why? All right, I was for Baba Sadiki so Edie Enono na Yegusua pese yi course no nyina de ne free ho na afi ye timi aba studio mu ha na ye de aka no aba betoa so ewa ha. Studio mu ha say so mpanifo atena se Councilor Lutrot atena se Councilor Kwaba Councilor Boko de
ye noa
se bibia da na kwemu
adum ahwe yie osoro hene de one ye mba ye ne boy ho ban ye ben ne careful but see obi ndi hye ye bi so musa ye mpam atade bi hye
obi edi ahye okra se onya enya ma abontinti
this will be fun be share
mamenko
ya na ti hayi
mamenko awmane so na menko e me last telephone call ewi anafe di aka no je studio mu why
ya gina studio mu pa ye
mame ne akwaboa eni nkomo kakra emra bra ma hey
Pabeni buzu okore
adumo na zo
amiadumo oko kwa
Yeah, Mami Shankumo ya same free has say deɛ di kan yɛn nyinaa yɛ industry ɛyɛ music industry meyɛ sure sɛ Wednesday yɛma mpanya bɛde akyi nkɔmmɔ a wobɛdi anaa ne nsɛm a wɔde bɛto dwa no waso gu so wotie bi na menim wadwenkyerɛ fa nsɛm a wɔkae no ho ɛne wo so wosusuyɛ ɛne sɛn wantie bi ɔ na adɛn na no waso ni ɔ okay. Okay. Na nkɔmmɔ a wodiiɛ no na ɔkyerɛ sɛ ɛyɛ mo nnwomtofoɔ no ɔbɛpɛ sɛ yɛto aba ma na ɔbɛyɛ digital and streaming platforms ama mo na afei wasa ama mo tax incentives ɛbɛboa ama mɔtumi adi mu dwuma no yie deɛ ɔkaa yɛ nie
platforms is be organ.
Jose.
Platforms is be organ. Spotify, Apple Music, Boomplay, and for hotel. Platforms in I think say you. Kaka video can say. Kaka ne we are platform. We be ne no. And ya say no one me ho. Ngami hu say oh this time. We can no yeah. Because that's the Biana, the Veticasana, power never, now the winner power now. And say, you know, by a bonus, say, I'm a pay, not about me, Miano. That's only the above your which I can be about which my, and I think
okay. Okay. Na nese uche say a platform ni de edoso. Tino. Na mu hia tax incentives bi anso ebeboa modwumadi as musicians no.
Oh, there is one because of pay incentive. Aba praise the Lord. There's any medical kind, I need you more. Kasa no ne no. I na say. We na mwana. I need you more to be able to be empire and say, what can be an idea, can be a reason why because I have never quite say, and only a party, then I won't say that be this what you're looking for. You know, I can't smile I do, but not one, it's not one. Now, and somehow a chacha.
Okay.
You know, the Castan and the more than Kazakhstan.
Okay.
The empire will be over the your man Benny say we are just on your mic.
Na ye komo yi na yes ye di nkomo ne nya okrata bi ade abeto abonten ye a letterhead so Aquabo Music, a statement from Aquabo Music. And I would say, my dear friends and family, for the past 6 years, Valentine's Day has become synonymous with Aquabo's Shades of Love concert. This is why it pains me to say that we will not be able to have our concert this year. When it became evident that we cannot deliver what you have come to expect at the Shades of Love concert, the choice was obvious. It is always my wish to give you the best experience because you deserve the best. I will provide updates on concerts and tours planned for the rest of the year. That notwithstanding, I have some pleasant surprises for you this Valentine. Auntie Spade, I love you and happy Aquabo Day this Valentine. Aquabo na Asani. Na DNT na love your friend says Shades of Love concert in Timmy Masu. You want me answer?
Oh, yeah, baby, because your space is over the venue, no. I think that Shada in Nisa. And so far, no, for like 6 years, no, my fans know that Omodo Sopa and I near you and Irina, I be all a pound. So I know so you follow.
Yeah.
This year, I come back say, a fair grand arena, them say, maybe I got penny you come and for a concert and La Palms, nothing said. Yes, a user for
a speech at home.
Speech at home, so yeah. Due to this and other factors, we can come. I just felt like young fan tour for this year. Now, young to was better and bigger next year. And
Now say the two venues are what do any buye apart from okay, Grand Arena the honeyed venue you concert in the basso. But we check here no your bookie order that so you won't get it on the day. And I'll do any chair la palms so no so do so for a year speech at on or as Abriya Kasogu so it's apart from these two venues when any equally good venue we have for the concert.
Oh, any good no but the Kessian. Fans I even call them family also come and do so baby. With me, will be a because it was a very corporate event, and baby, I be now, then I mean, baby, it's what. Then the other 1 or 2 factors with anybody.
That's the main issue near venue, it's
exactly.
Yeah, when you're the venue, I would prefer it, yeah. All right. All right. Akwabwa, we wish you all the best. Why? So unya adi such a bibana tobi basusana wamie. Why?
Oh, okay. Oh, it was 15th class. I had one call. I called to Germany. Remember, we are Masantin and I had a brother in India.
Mate. Yeah, that's a baby. I was for Akwabwani and Indian Komono, and the chance said, not was about the Arnold, so yeah, Shades of Love concert, but yeah, Yanti said this year no 8 me maso, but I know name maso no, yes, our concert, and also a bebaso, a year Vals Day, I know ye, Inia, Kwabna, and ne Becca. And a headline that concert, Hey, you didn't any concert, Come on, I go about. A badge of Cody.
I do more, Bokopa, now, sir.
I don't brand ye, quite man. Brother, dear, go.
Yamia do more when it's ya, sir. The annual Valentine concert here near Basso.
Yeah,
and Yamia Domo, I passed it in the 14th February. Yeah, that's Wednesday. Our Grand Arena. And many about Becca. And sa concert. Why would it? I mean, Becca, I take a little break for your business, Kakra. Nejamachina, Nejawajipine to do this with me this year. And Achina. Of course, in a realistic seeker DI in it.
Honest cano.
Yeah, and this year, no, I think so. Menene diunko ye chassis ye diunko ma chekakra. Fan is about 2 years ago. Yeah. And this year na Nyankopon ebi kwan say ye betimi. I had some collaboration. Yeah.
But it's really going to be a beautiful one.
Yes.
Becca Kwabna.
Yes.
And Yen Fedi Agro.
Yes. What you see?
Yen Fedi Agro.
Yeah.
But so apart from the fact that Uchi Unia Babe count this year, DMB na amount for expected to happen.
Once I normally no yana I only do the theater style of music. It's only like music and you're just there to actually enjoy music with your loved one. But this year, the tables are kaho. So what yes, yeah, and for the very first time, you're going to be sitting and enjoy. I mean, it's a one-stop shop, I'll say.
Okay.
And to say be our baby teen baby and affair. What sign do sweet taco baby say mo kwa kwatena wa kwa nom bibi and asemo kodi bibi. This time no. Yeah, packages are tables account say be ya be champagne. The table comes with drinks. It comes with chops, it comes with nibbles and it's a great package this year no.
Yeah. Now tables na say you animu no ye benya mo amanfo betna se no mo enjoy
sapepe
na yenya yeni binu ye gina chiro kakra na ye hurihuri amamo.
Yeah. And obi enyina ho. Okay, it's all seated. Also because I'm bringing luxury this time to the Grand Arena. Luxury, it's going to be a very beautiful decor. It's seated and very, very comfortable. Also, normally, Grand Arena need to take you 3,500 for full auditorium. But then, your person are comfortable, you allow in just 1,800. Yeah, to make it spacious, to make it comfortable.
What is which is about a little bit above half.
Half, exactly.
Hey.
Exactly, for the full arena. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. And you know, I mean, the seating is going to be very, very spacious and comfortable. So be able to me down because package I had yeah they ban many about Becca yeah they ban I know it. And so we anticipate say we be and we're going to be on stage. I mean, well over 2 hours, both of us. Exactly, and there were other guest artists and so on mobile. I mean, the person me keep you no surprise. You were A-list. I'll say A-listed guest artists. Our mobile no supporting.
Wow. Let's say Vows Day, the ABC, but Vows Day last year. How you do? Please. How you do?
Yeah, I didn't know fans know. I requested the fact that mobile person come international multimedia bibi no multimedia bibi di intino. Yeah, until this year you said no. Yes, see fans and na yetimi eye de omo apedi enso ma omo.
Last year kakra bi ni. Mo amoko bi last year ni de me sure say mo take kitua bi na mo say this year the big buta. It is a worker said there will be surprise. Are we expecting some of our legends to also appear?
You see, I don't say open so we free menu.
Oh, there you me the mission the SC pen and I'm the DBC that.
Yeah. I mean, it's all. I mean, in the package, it's all in the surprise package. That's the reason why you have to be at the Grand Arena this Valentine.
Wow.
Wow. So to me do sweetheart ba. And I say dofu bia o mami o papa o I mean unuaba I mean anybody you feel say I mean is dear to your heart and obetimi dinaba.
Na ye saying.
Me pacho first let's start with the students package this time around no. And so I think the last year this one of the year survey you know it's one of the things we picked up. You who said not tickets no boy think akrama students cause one year juma. Well, you know you started this year with a package for students who are student ID in Kwadia. So dial star 714 star 700 hasha. Ebemao Ebemao portal no I selected students. But then the twist of students in the end is I know you're 150 CDs, that's half price of the single ticket. And no ubetimi ebe retrieve your wristband with your student's ID. And no pet and ebetimi ebe allow ma wetimi dey retrieve a wristband ever done. But then apart from that, no, you have a single ticket and look for 300 CDs.
Okay.
And a double, so near 500 CDs.
Okay.
And you table for two. And there, no sweetheart, and I say, Obia for so we don't know, person on a petna table, na fe, your mama champagne, your mama other drinks, be it whiskey or be it cognac. And then other mixes near the account, and then the chops so kakrabe come on.
Table for two.
Oh
no duffo. And tanty
exactly.
There be a table for 8, 6, 1.
Yeah,
you say no
for table for 8. Table for 2.
Me interested no 2 no.
I know for 4. I know go for 4,000 CDs.
Okay.
Yeah, no. Utia we no sweetheart. One stop. Just say motrasia. Ya bema mu bibia nka wodo ndofo PA ko Valentine ko tena ba bia de wo se otomanu no mbia bi wo.
That's right.
Ya bema mu bi.
That's right.
Exactly. And then again to your table for 8.
Okay.
No. The package you know just say offer na fe ye di ho djuma ma wo. Kama. Enti me the number ni betu dwana nka wetimi afre say offer a na ye di ho djuma kama ma. Obetimi afre for table for 8 no obetimi afre 0247-297-409. Pachamebo Sibio, Obetimi Afre 0247-297-409. So friend number ya abaya kama bibe joso na fi watch your dia obetimi aye no nsaka table for 8 nibi.
Na ye go back to table for 2 ni no so no ticket no
and no yeah o dial star 714 star 700 hash or dial here and no our portal no so be and I say so open your website so that is website near www.lovenightconcert.com. Love Night Concert, one word. And so all log it onto that portal and so mouse our opportunity to be able to purchase any other ticket I open. That is the students, the 300 single, and then the 500 double, and then the 4,000 table for two.
Kwabra ni beka.
Yeah.
Enya ogro.
Sabe baby.
Ma remember we beja for ni bi obi or 1 or 2 bi opeso hufa concert no. Yeah, yebu aba bekan late come akwaba, but me mouse once. Ma me call dog so dog kakra bi on
yeah. Michael.
Yes, boss.
I think say Kwabena concert yi yame aduma no chese ebegina na abeye bibia afebia no Valentine's Day no so a aprema fo benye baabi atena na wono ma kire wo modo e de ama wono modofo ehu hia na me hwe concept na as I feel na yesonko kakra nti na me bisa bibi kakra as se metie Kwabena kasa no mu yi a it looks like na minim say Becca a guest performing artist, but it looks like a collaboration. Meboa. A collaboration. The collaboration. Then or they buy on board as a collaboration person, or the then would just can be a cowboy now no check can it and I said to say collaboration.
A collaboration. A collaboration because, like I said, since me started a Valentine concert, I think it's 10 years in here.
Okay.
The very first one was 2014, F14. It used to be F14, F14, 2 times. That is 2014, 2015. That's February 14.
Okay. I know my F is standing for their door.
So I from 2016. I na vitamin beso yasne and from 2016 I've been seen there. So what I say, and I think sir bringing Becca on board na me pese me a little twist a banner say be different a Becca event what I say, because now it's almost like every time I was headlining, but then this time around I'm pese mama double dose what I say of 2 headliners, and Becca being a legend, I think it's safe to call her a legend because she's been here for the past 16 years, and she's got some really evergreen songs as well. Fans now out there, and apart from that, and so many know a beautiful collaboration that is You Lied to Me, which yentimi boom any concert that it's either be our year concert na makwa supporting and also me year concert no about supporting. Chance yes you do come chat na am dikankan, and this year na nyame abuye kwan say you betimi answer collaborative concert.
Na facha me say na my inquisitive kakra say me pese me hu because one say na I thought say nko obetumi aba as any guest artist said will be aso said they can surprise act and me hu one Becca performances bibria na that there, but this time no na me hu no say or you much closer as like or a partner to the one me person me hu the partnership no
say is it a partnership it's no so me bacho dog
last bacho Kwabena me ko school Bremes commercial school
right
nti me student ID
you can current students
so great me bacho kwa Jamaica
Kwabena me bacho me student ID no e valid and
bacho no you valid you valid student
ID no we share chira expire
I didn't see a real school man
don't worry you valid one also obeko show ID so na expired
so it's me too Kwabena to na yambonko
student ID I'm a makai ebra na your course no if your course card na now ultimi ko hwe ball stadium free na it got to a point na height no sometimes you go off maybe 2 years this la the ID one day you call na how shade you say o twa course no But you already Ojachu. Yeah, me pacho.
Yeah.
When they directly
Production by Image Bureau, George Quay.
George Quay. George Quay is directing it.
Yeah.
Okay. Interim beside and say.
Yeah.
Then I'm assured say there will be a concert.
Right.
Not a performance.
Right.
I didn't George Quay there don't know be concert.
Oh, there be what you say. Many a times challenge be a me who were your industry, you know. Say many a times no. Your koko ye performer artist ne ba or original stage ne so no wa to nyom ne sa no wako.
Yeah.
What am I say?
Yeah.
But events like this, no, there should be a script.
Yeah.
And there should be well directed choreographed events.
Michael, when quiet,
dog many
even without their way canoe, Kwabena shows our why year for Valentine now for years in an. I mean last year's edition. Last year's edition. The theatrics are Kwabena at the bar stage. And some actors or domo bar stage or no ben. Say me call Kwabena show a man below the standard performance that.
A man no much day.
Oh, girls to us way. Oh, brah. Like Kwabena ni artwork on stage, brah. No. It's see, the cheerleaders there bar stage in the party. You know, I'm saying say. What the not so critical say is a problem for the industry. Not make us say.
And when it comes to Kwabena, it's not
even without the bureau no crano. So it's not a problem for Kwabena.
All right,
say,
back to Socrates. Back to
Socrates. Go for without, but bureau no so bad. There a lot of value.
So
to it.
Back of our mic in there.
You see, me cano. The moment you mention George Quay, I said, then I am.
Exactly.
You mean say there will be drama, not just stage performance.
I mean, there's a lot. There's a lot happening because apart from George Quay producing and directing, you know, behind the scenes. I would like to say a big thank you to Director Abbas as well. He's also been involved in the creative direction. I would like to say a big thank you to Kwame Yeboah. So I don't know your music director for this event. You know, like you're saying, you know, there are some big wigs behind it.
Thank you.
Very, very
Look, the music business, no, is suffer from that because look, if we do it well. Just like senior yenya drama,
right?
Theater drama, pick it up now.
Right.
I would love to come to the concerts every day because I'm not coming to just see Kwabena singing.
Facts.
I'm coming to see a whole scripted production.
Yeah.
The entry, the music interpretation.
That's right.
The script around it, the story. I would interpret every song.
Right.
Fetchy, Fawo. How you will choreograph that song.
Right.
What am I saying?
And then two fingers.
No.
2 fingers. I'm marrying for 2 fingers.
But just say.
I'm marrying for 2 fingers.
2 fingers. Yes. Yeah. All this, no. If it's a concert, you will play just maybe 10 songs.
Right.
You have a lot of songs.
Right.
But you can pick just 10 songs and you dramatize it.
Yeah.
And then present it, and people will be satisfied.
Exactly.
So at the end, you're lucky your industry anymore. You have Stonebwoy or Shatawale going to have an event, and he's going to play about 100 songs, just standing on the show, the stage, and then just singing back to back, and everybody following.
Yeah. But I can assure you, sir, as far as your Valentine concert is concerned, testify, sir. We always have something new to present.
Thank you.
I mean, every year. I mean, it's always like that.
Yeah,
that one.
Let's have it. Yeah. Because it's a big indictment.
You must see this year's, event because, I mean, if I show you the mood board and I show you what we have created.
No, you mentioned George Quay and you've mentioned Abbas and the rest.
Exactly.
So I can assure patrons on the call they will go and witness and they will have an experience.
That's the word.
A man for started it and they say, oh, your ID card is still valid. Yeah, Kakrebi Niango. Yeah, for my game. Sally can we school that ID card is valid. You yati. Bebacho, Ashes ID card now Munshechi, expiry date in a honor.
And one of the I think so for me, all I want to say is that I think Kwabena doing this concert, and also including Becca, is a great initiative. And definitely in himself, when it comes to Kwabena stage performance, command and everything, I think we all can agree that he does a good job. And you know, all I can say is that congratulations to you, and I wish you all the best. But erotic stuff, no, because also a Valentine, you buy no, you know.
Menstrual. And don't call there, you are covered.
No, I'm a stroke. I'm on for show me through the dark shades and so boy.
Again,
what does it?
Again, from my.
You want to see and touch things?
Yeah. All right, Soaks. Maybe I shall pass the mic in my camera.
I don't think some will be kaka home because my experience be. They here they say they are going say since my student ID card no on January say I'm here or dofu be down in Ako. But so far I've seen him perform with the event with me who I think last year me who and it was such a beautiful thing. Like even though you say you want to give a different experience this time, I think anybody what about events pen they go home with a feeling knowing say nah this person. And to me what I like is Ghana Hano we pretended too much. We are not able to pay drama, but into me and body drama. But when I come for the event, who said, "Nah, this man is making you know that after here, business must go on somewhere else."
When do you look at there? I'm why speechless.
Munyasa. Tili wa nyakra. George, yenti wa yengo. Oze,
Mr. Mafi kwesi abwaje because Musa show.
Yengo, George. Vitamilk love concert, right?
Yes. I mean, the kind of the Nyanko Pansi said. Yeshua washeshe afibia unyankwa ediwebo show very very important and olaye nyan nsua se sana mo kasetili ebe ya kwalaboni unim so bi akwalaboni jise wako amanebu akanisim a toothpick entimi eyi.
But how is that related to concert?
And you are not a bad girl until continue practicing that shall not be caught until you are caught down with pregnancy or something that cannot be removed.
Yeah.
On that note, you can excuse yourself as I finish my talk. And
every comment from counselor. Backstory.
It's a Valentine show.
Counselor.
It's a Valentine show.
Yes.
Thank you. I think minimum. I may try. I should say there was a time I saw this headline. I don't know how true that was about Becca. Right. That she's gone. She stopped music or something like. Which one was the correct one? No. So me too. I mean, besides.
But Becca had to respond to that.
No. It's a collaboration between Becca and any Kwabna.
No, but the collaboration is for this concert, not her personal decision.
No, you don't. Let me clarify something.
T9.
Let me clarify something.
No, you don't let me finish my question, so that you don't say
finish. Okay, finish.
So what I'm saying is that what I'm saying is that so yemu bebre na ye di Becca chia ye penny yum no from time owura wade mu ko ba ye Becca woni we no I have not seen her performance again. What am I say? So me ti odi mi bi say me who say also we jaya na on record. What was it? So seeing a billboard with Kwabna and Becca is like a comeback beer. Those who are yearning to see Becca will want to come and see something here.
Right.
Is she prepared to give us that which we have been yearning for? Because the show is more about Kwabna. Valentine, we did the Valentine. Kwabna. But with this collaboration,
right,
that they are missing one hono or they ba or ba like passing through. You know if you get where I'm coming from.
Yeah, I get where you're coming from. But
so now
you can clarify something, right? What I know, say my sister put out there a few years ago was one case of quitting music. Or say like holding on with recording.
Yes.
And it doesn't mean say on your performing artist view. So what you say? So she has still been a performing artist. Even whilst she was on a recording break. So what you say? She's still performing. And I mean, yes, of course, she took a break to do other things. Like, I know she's into real estate and doing other stuff in terms of business near there. But then she's always wanted to actually come back into active music and all of that. But then, like, one thing I know about musicians is say, you can decide, say, hold on with recording, right? And any other thing. But then the music in you and the passion in you will not allow you. Me know can say she also know a recording, but with your Obebomi Batmaker, she has an album recorded yet to release. So what you say? So, I mean, we as artists now, sometimes you may want to take a break on something, but then, I mean, the passion in you will not allow you. So she's still been, a performing artist.
Okay, so when congratulations, we're just expecting say now okay.
Yeah.
The passion is there.
Yeah.
Me
You should see some of the blogs. I mean, bloggers need to be by Ebeteki and during our rehearsal and all of that. Okay. So at least that will show you say with that
the missing hair out of the space and everything.
That's right.
Yeah, you're trying a good performance from her, especially with this new collaboration.
Joining me, but then the BB Amana Etienne and Echiko Kumasi Kakranti. I mean, if anything, give it to me, say it to a friend, and I mean, into the program so she can say a word or two.
Okay, so we are expecting a good thing because it's a new time, first timer. Ode will be a pair, and then you'll be Keke.
Yeah,
a year Becca.
Exactly.
So we're hoping say 14th to be a memorable one, and I love the fact that it comes once a year. That's sort of yearning to see that and whatever it is. All the best, and let's say a big thank you to your sponsors. That was from 2016.
From 2016
till date.
Yeah.
I mean, Ola, it's not easy from 2016.
If they don't trust in the brand, they will never hold you down for that long.
What's that?
It means the brand Kobna is trusted.
Ola, let's be honest with marketing. And yet the brand Kobna no. You'll be shocked that there can be management change, and regardless of what you are doing for them,
Now, see, if you don't trust in the brand, you won't associate for long.
Ola, you are getting it twisted. It's not about trusting in them. There are brands that are trusted with no trouble, but they can get just Socrates on board. And I quote Socrates be board because I say, you know that kind of movement.
Anyway, dog.
Like on marriage might be to say beer, auto vitamoka. There's a year between there I need ticket aqua program to Krabi. Like a special month for Vitamilk as part of marketing.
Yeah, that's for I mean, what it is
only for like one.
Every year, there are different things about. What suggested such a brilliant idea, and I think the management needs to. God willing, next year we'll be running some promo.
A drink, no water. You can win a ticket to
Crancock and then win a ticket.
You can win a ticket to attend a Kwabena show.
All right.
Kwabna my ticket say obema table you better
bra mo pade free.
And yes, you see that thing saying and you free. No, to get people who will come and critique your work. Sit in a place. Don't call it free. No, don't
counselor.
Don't say that thing. That thing I'm wearing. Me, I don't see if I give Kwabna a complimentary ticket to sit in my show is free. No, it's an addition because your presence alone.
Buy ticket and attend with your wife.
No. You see, Moya understand right to say auto ticket empty then. Everybody can buy your ticket.
But also we a student use student ID. We are using
PC 104.3 in the Masugu Swamuti. Yedin Komo, Kwabna, a Vitamilk live concert, a home common Yedina. App, you may rapping common app na yen corny this so. Eti kwabre. Bra. Eti ye yen common. Udi papa ye chair. Yen common da. Afi no best say ginger chips. Afi we ka say enko ginger chips scratch. And what dia. Eti no Val's Day.
Yeah.
Val's Day Jumedi no eba so Grand Arena. Na me says is what uncofo bisa questions be or semi bisa.
Yeah.
I must say our master students or I'm ID card.
Yes.
I'm your masters. Your PhD for almost a Sukra ID card.
Yeah.
It's who students, you know, a first degree for. And now will be a school be a ID card, be a force into that category. Let me miss out.
That's a Miss Ukrami a student be an ID card. But guess what? One say one kasa ujitum say o can working class no. At least I think say to be prudent say obetimi a ticket na fi wababe support event. The only reason why we did this for students is say you himself students binimu and the working class category. So once you are not part of the working class category, that is the reason why Yemana Ayesama or Sebe also Valentine obetimi a PN wababeji weni. Into way there. I mean obi awe PhD no obi awe masters there. At least in him say, you know, I mean, working class zone.
We mama me fabronya. Edio kamera yewi the opesa odi chat to Matty for.
Dedi kai me pese me da Vitamil kasi bebre. I mean Vitamil Ghana. Omo dijuma strong over the years, and we want to show our appreciation to them for all this that they've done over the years for the event to be, you know, yearly consecutively. Yes, Didi a big thank you, Emma, team KB, that's the management of Kwabna management, and a management of Becca. So they've put in a lot of work, and I want to say a special thank you to Dr. Toby Sani Daniel, Dr. Becca Kunu. Yes, because Sebio, because we're releasing it.
We're Johnny for one night.
Exactly. You know, Becca say Nyamin Shani baby. Apart from that, you know, we're releasing it. I mean, the support behind the scenes and everything he's done to actually make sure that this event is a success. Dr. Toby, we want to say a very big thank you to you. God bless you. God bless you. We really, really appreciate it. And we want to say a big thank you to Image Bureau.
Yeah.
So I think this is going to be the third time they are actually producing this Valentine show for us, and we really appreciate their efforts. And Bibioma put in. I say big thank you to all the media houses, all my supporting, especially bloggers, those on TikTok, those on Snapchat. I mean, it's been a wonderful, especially this year. The support has been so amazing, and to all the musicians who have also agreed to actually come and support us, your guest artists, a big thank you. Last but not the least, I want to say a big thank you to the panelists here for a beautiful reception, for the beautiful review. And come 14th, it's going to be great. It's going to be a wonderful night. One maybe a while, and we can't show into tickets
Wednesday,
and then I think management say apart from so as I bear for and I didn't their ticket. Still I been more no more. Omuni sa capacity no. There's a little challenge. There will be limited tickets at the door. Limited because once me can say 3,500 capacity there, but yeah provision for 1,800. There were limited tickets at the door. So PBA so bantem now timinya no be so that you can be part because one they can purchase the tickets, you know. One their locations in terms of their wristbands, you know. So per ticket Obadona Obenyebi.
Nyamisha Val's Day 14th year Wednesday, you know. Yeah more boy when I am Koji and Nipanso Yemme. Kamera Edasi. Media quad the Yanko.
Things you do blow my mind, oh, what I don't go. Cash in my shadow photo. I could do crazy things to you. But they make Johnny my child, my coma, so. What done, my talent, Tiago. Tiago.
China sa come to me from Mammy Baka. I want them then it. Okay. That's right. Okay. This is a chair, and we move. You better worry. Oh, they way. Yeah, that was so ne. Oh, that was so ne. Yeah, this is a chair. I feel more. You better worry. Oh, they way. Yeah, that was so ne. Yeah, that's so ne. I feel your best studio near Betuan Comodian so. Yeah, Baba Betua. Oh no, I know and tell them. I just didn't enjoy the song now. Michael Hard, you know. All right, I feel you met one comedian so our studio muha na yemfa Dr. Bawumia Nkumono and one time na yemhwe di ho. Okay, so now we are entering into the issues that Dr. Bawumia raised, you know, yet musicians no be ahumano so obi ache na adwene aka nipa bakwa ono so see it na adwene ya George Kwe ya beti na adwene as we are done with the in studio discussion on our break. Counselor Mami sha say free so secret mu aka mo de but pejemu kakra uti enwuramu jawasem uti Dr. Bawumia and ya fe na me ba be kandoka na one TV
kafra ba me tie the whole like
but
the entertainment bit na me share that no cranny
amazing
ntie sa ho no because the overshadow system is here no like there ye di hu komo bebre na nye
all right tie
so that man I don't want to
okay tie
the conversation
tie
me tie
why
increase private and public investment in tourism, the creative arts, and sports. More jobs for more jobs creation. We will build on the year of return, beyond the return, and December in Ghana. We will also introduce initiatives such as digital streaming platforms for our artists and tax incentives to make tourism and creative arts a growth pool. Tax incentives will also be provided for film producers and musicians. To boost tourism and job creation, my government will implement an e-visa policy for all international visitors to Ghana to enable visas to be obtained in minutes, subject to security and criminal checks.
All right, it's Councillor there. Your man Penya Bejeche, Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia Kanye. Mami Tio,
but that's a power for putting me in that square.
Because also now no diable. I did crash at that platform so. The full speech in that.
Ubeti Asianka.
Matthias. Yanko.
It's a political conversation. They told me I the asema bread, baby I no. So the woman tells me kind. Yo yera baumia na maybe so be and they say when we see him speaking, are we see him? I was talking to Tilly, I think. Are we seeing a vice president speaking, or we are seeing a flag bearer? That was my first question. Because nyama no kan no. Meaning said December in GH obi obe kind of kre away from politics. You shed the December in GH I think sir everybody has more room for improvement. However, for me, ekoye enye failure ubisamia, because I've gotten involved for 3 years now. Makom best and female sani, but MC ekoye. Oshe beyond the return form preparation. I mean, in some ekoye dada. And to abandon so be shemu kina. I think it's a very political conversation for all the flag bearers. So for me, it's not a new thing. Ubisamia. December and GH. And Crawford attract you mobile. Enya de foforo. Yadia ekoye. Enti. It's okay. Well, who say ekoye no person obano or anka so be abolish December and GH. Hona menka menye bia kan bia kire no. But or kire di obeya aboa. Fine. So or a flag bearer no kan sa. Me ne sheka. The other part over digitalization be for stream way no honor me who detail
digital and streaming platform for artists.
Die ye wodada no onim die ye wodada. Ena onim die ehu ensensema eko ana. To say has he been well informed about die ye wosisia. Deɛ yɛ wuni nkrofo ni nyina edi nkomo ozi obia wana asem okan em se keke fosu deɛ okan last one kra poja o se ba ku bi kra yɛ se gamro ni nyama enti media ne se
I say there's a streaming platform omutua more than gamro and so say Ghana music or say Ghana
na we muni GhanaMusic.com
okay
GhanaMusic.com okay GhanaMusic.com okay
but can be a koso
yeah GhanaMusic.com enti or chile, hold on, Mr. Say, and he said, "You're about me. You're born in Como. Ama he has understood what is the need of the musicians or in the creative industry, especially when it comes to streaming issues. Yeah, come you're born information here na oba. Is he a new one that he has to come and implement, or whatever is running on Shamukina? A bit to say, Gamro sensema ekosui. What was here? Police ya can't be manat because to say bibi nko yi a o ba o de wani be hwe ho say den na me ya ma ho na gina yi because say keke di omo ke na gamro phone semsem yi obi a cassette ya gamro de bia o na omo ye the bedrock ola say o hia won pa o Ghana Music right for you must so ye sa permit ni nyamanyame ya o hia mo endorsement pa say was o so a body beer, I say, ye shedder, eti ye niko. Na me mo bing yan to say, Gamro phone for myself, what must say, music got phone for myself. No, the souls and the bodies of our musicians, this is where it's come from. And so be a band of so forming the BB. It might be a nice idea because you can be say, you can't say digitalization. On waji, in a BB digital, this year be a BB say can system. But me say, the person de bano the crowd no money who de echo de wo challenges a wom na yen hwe se ye hia foforo ana yen hwe de ye wo no na yen hwe se ye betumi aye login papa bia magamrofo se na bia se ne ekogi ski a no mo sie se ye call round ye ekogi we tensi de ekogi ba cheni omunya like one eba be can be how to put gamro and musical for the life of our musicians to have a better future. And to me, sa area hono kan no. Meaning ndi achinye. Esa say ba ne say digital nyamani dia. Ye nyina ye nim say. Also no no dimu kane. Kinana mo kan say. He's the one leading it. Ebani Ghana card, utie message you know kind of. Or the Ghana card here shasi on abeshe mukina mana ko ye. Sesi ampo do chese de be ye doso. Nyama yadi Ghana card na digitalization be ye doso pa. Enti odiba be music no mo. Ola, yanka se de bi o. But me see there are some things running that they shouldn't come and touch it and destroy where we are. We should continue, especially with December and GH. It's a loud thing everywhere. Obi a betu kwambiano. Onam uko America, especially US. Maybe I tu kwankoda. Na edu December. There's nobody that you want to run a show that they want to stay in the US. Ogana mi kobi o. Misimi kobi akoshe. Sa munyam kwan so sa na mu yese mu like people just want to come.
Okay.
Eti me say Dr. Bawumia, ya dona say. Why are there? So ordinary dream breyen. But the chat one say enkrofo de omo adwen breyen da. Awmani ehwambo. Dr. Bawumia, enkrofo de omo adwen abre creative act for ne da. Awmani ehwambo. Eti na me tufu say Dr. Bawumia oh buy a ho na. Mayen kanchi o die si ye. Die esi. Baby akodu. Sana be ya won so ba na otumire anu akire mu ye. Senye saade a. Nanu bi the enkrofo bi afọ mani ase no wan hwa na bi afọ wani ase.
Okay, me da say ya for Mike no consider for Mike no utie bi
you speech no I mitie
and now what's king kind
my king kind
nyame shop
I think say part ananka me pese me shase no hwana Lutrot, I mean Councillor Lutrot shasi fie. I think say utie ye man penny abedi chiri speech no de my na obia e woni take away. But then media me person me kino it's not for him and it's not against him. I don't know. But remember me just say what I want to say, is for both whether MPP or NDC obi bia obenya kwanya ba betena so bia no obenya kwan e betena so a. Now, first off, I'll take it from the point of some of the issues he highlighted, saying that he's going to create more digital platforms for streaming and all of that. And Councillor mentioned something, but when I listened to the speech, as me say, he did not consult people that are stakeholders in this industry to get a clear understanding as to what we need as an industry. Akwa say wakasa, but in semna waka as on one what goes into this industry to make it what it is. That's what I took away from this speech, It's na me busa me who say, and then I say me busa Socrates say, did he have any engagement with people like Socrates, Musica, Gamro, and all these stakeholders that move industry more play a very major role with them? No, were there any engagements? Me patro briefly.
Dry baby son, and I person busa this year.
Okay, na me busa briefly say were there engagements like that?
Yes, there was.
There was.
Yeah.
Okay. So these bodies now engage you. Were they the ones that stated what we need?
Me pacho, this is not a manifesto. What am I saying? It's an orihashi nema or no or like new observations.
Okay.
And your first say so this is not a manifesto.
So wait,
it's
no,
not a
but
manifesto.
He said that he would create.
Yes, so, but this is not a manifesto.
What are you saying? It's not a manifesto. Fine. So are you saying that his manifesto will be different from this?
I'm not saying different. Question I'll be saying, I said, did he consult me? Say, yes, you're born combo. But at the manifesto, then you will see details and all those things. That is how it's done.
Yeah, and
well, so to continue with my point, that's what I took. I Mimi Hune say asama okano and siasie as to what the industry needs. I didn't see that. Okay. And secondly, issues with the tax and this streaming platform senia councillor kan ye will be the da. And today na ye di ashemu kena amanagina because ya de da no. And to me, nice. And in any way, if all these streaming platforms will not be global, do you really think that our artists need them now? my question, and the question's the part make it.
Bisa omuti.
Do we really think say artists even here these platforms, if the platforms are not global, are not going to help them reach that stage, those stages that they want to? Do we really need that? And regards to a year tax, so we always talk, especially in this industry, we always compare ourselves to the Nigerians near the idea. So one more be boyanya. Ama ye industry no akoso ama se baby a pese recently I watched an interview, I think it's Socrates and Lekasa, about how people were chasing Stonebwoy because of tax and all these comedians and all of that. Me ye research kakrano in Nigeria, VAT on entertainment is 7.5%. In Ghana, it's a whooping 15%.
There's a need for something to be done.
Exactly my point. Ain't no say ye be ye bibia Socrates nyabotre. Mami me patrol pa.
Yeah.
Say
only mic inti.
Okay. Enti say ye pesi ye bibi ni ye de boa ye musicians na ni ade ye best say ne VAT na e wo entertainment so no ye better so drastically.
There's a tax incentive say kind no na also.
Of course, cut incentives no e hu tax. I mean yes.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Focus. Don't mind them.
Enti those incentives no e hu hia. But yatitibi ena councillor can then again encrophobia the almost sema brain ama yatitibi and few months to the turner ending no ye hui me patro dia me cannot say
meti
ye hui. And these are one of the things that we need as people. Tax need they say better so ebeboa ama sebio even international shows are you hosting in other countries be brena be to me ayeden abagana ha. Because it tax so entertainment, even the venues and all of that, tete so ebeboa ama nkofonso abaha ababe yomu event enubeboa ebusieng. And I think say one of my points so say okay we dem pachocha ho ko.
All right. Mamenko Sokreso na memra dog so why Soks.
Yeah, because Ola.
And yes, Mamisa Sam 1 2.
Also a point.
What's it?
Point no.
Mete.
Any a year streaming cost Ghana hanum say no. When it comes to a year even telcos no any idea no. You be streaming na you better right internet
data.
Here data here what you say enti no say you be Amana boya in dia. All these aspects needs to be worked on.
And the data no I read or say obesheni at data charges in the cost.
Okay. Mate, thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Yes. Okay.
All right. Now Socrates.
Yeah.
Ebacho did can mean bisa. You were consulted like you had industry players being consulted before this one. Is that what you said?
Me say there was a meeting. We passed some of the challenges of the industry, Yes. But nyame pese ye establishing say send man for person so adi massive say into we pen no kan into we there be the whole speech, one touchy on everything about the creatives. He just hinted on it. But wait for the manifesto. Then you see a comprehensive.
So great.
Yeah.
Me pacho speech, Theme near there. What is the agenda? Not theme near there.
Bold solutions. Yeah.
For the.
Yeah.
So that means that these are things that he thought through.
Bako.
Yeah.
These are his vision for the nation. Pacho says sanity. It's me Pacho. For now, yenya say enye manifesto.
Okay.
Yefa 120.
Okay.
Nenisu adi huna wo emo mani no de beto.
Yeah. But you see,
nenisu adi hunu me Pacho me ba o. Nenisu adi hunu mu no. Eba wo sector na de owo e no de ato ho no. And ye integrate the owo as nenisu adi hunu. And I make sure say bisa say mo boa no ansa na wo arrive at this nenisu adi hunu for yen. Uboa na uka hu bi. we are sure say na wo ka ho bi
ai
nyame ne dance for because last week once na wo tena ha and I wo chen ade potia wa wo hwe a ye di kan ye ne sisia wo film industry a be pija it is na wo ka ho a e de na sade ni BNP ha
ola ni wa hye dada no untimi nyane no asem na ye ka no either say there's a segment who don't want to understand it. Me kachira will say this is not a manifesto.
No, but we are not.
Me pacho, this is so he will not come and give all
he said
the
these are solutions.
Jesus
that
Christ.
means he's identified the problems.
Anyway, I will not argue with you. If you don't understand the
you've
issue,
identified the problems and you are telling us that these are the solutions.
You know
that
what
you
a
are bringing.
manifesto
Why
of a
should
political-
we wait for a manifesto? So great.
Okay.
This platform
So
he is not giving you a comprehensive approach to what he has for the industry.
Okay.
Because he will rehash issues.
Into where hints, approach, and solutions.
Yeah.
Not details. Say,
Yeah, relax.
may your way.
All right, yeah. So great. It's we
And then why will I argue with you when you are
We are not
deciding-
arguing.
No, but you are challenging.
Valid questions.
I am calling your attention to
Yeah.
it. Say, Minuya.
Yeah, I'm calling to order. I made my mic.
Question I will be say. Into way any the solution. No. Meanwhile, no, the same person no at your level no make actually say, oh, this is not a manifesto. Why don't you understand? And you are pushing a certain angle. Say, and you know, as if say last I'm betting I mekan you know, wa mosunti no nature say why ignore. No, wait, let's see his manifesto. Because this is not a manifesto. He's not presenting the full manifesto of his vision.
Okay. So great. Manifesto idea they were down much. Boy, I'm say ya adwene no ye nti no masaka. Manifesto ni ede.
In politics no. Obia ti mima nani suade hunu said ne opese oba oye. Good.
Ye no na manifesto.
Yes.
And so ade hunu o de cobro for my vision me boa.
Yes.
Ade ya wako ye friend of Baumia's vision for Ghana.
Okay.
But what I say. So where's this argument of any manifesto?
But you and I, we have to educate the public too.
That is what we are doing.
Good. But the education and say, if we really want to really educate her, ni okoye ye, wa ankoso oko presenting manifesto. Dr. Your friend is saying ex-president Mahama. Odnamwa obo aproi. Or kekake kanyema ba kubunuma. Is that his manifesto?
So great.
He hasn't Mahama haven't even presented a comprehensive manifesto. And you can say ABI Industries not say obey your friend is saying a 24-hour economy. Ni abejino say ni manifesto ni oba be ya ni.
It's when you den. We know any manifesto a den in your opinion. A den.
Jesus Christ.
No, a turbo.
Me say enti Mahama manifesto no present amano.
Me pacho.
Yeah, we are not. We are. You see. There be.
So I said you are here now to me.
And you mean share that? What share that? We are dear be. And I mean,
why are you doing this?
Because he has not presented a manifesto.
What has he presented?
A vision that these are the things that I.
And what is it, the manifesto? Is it not the same vision?
So when he bring his manifesto,
it's what the manifesto by you who we woman. Is that the point?
These are not the only things you will see. So
the other
thing,
good. Good. It's manifesto be
yes.
Thank you.
Wouldn't we? But we share that no can first one.
No, you
are making it look like you are creating an impression in people's minds.
But why are you accusing him?
But that is what he said to do.
What's his impression?
Only manifesto.
So good.
And only what
Baumia did. And yen tokwani.
Why share that no?
Men share that.
Why share that?
And yen tokwa. Ye di nkomo ya sha say. Ye bisa say industry ni die ni hia ye kase wo ka miensa obeka de. Kwesienes ka miensa. Kwesienes ka miensa no ka ne de. Sesa ne de nkomo sha de. Eni ewie ni ya baba omia so nsem a wo kan. Eni ye di ho nkomo. Ena ye bisa ho nsem. Wo si da bi enye manifesto nti entwe na manifesto mra. Ti say
enye manifesto si entwe no. I didn't say me cancer because who share that can say you at your level no having participated in politics no you know say this is not the manifesto and you know the difference between this manifesto and what he did. If he finished with the manifesto no he will present it. Once I own you knew what I said last Thursday no was based on the different nkomo.
Okay.
And who catch them say san nkomo na ye di last na ofa ababe just
na ye nkomo hwam no. Yes. I film industry.
Good. And you know when it gets to the manifesto,
it is a banner vice president or yo. I don't want to use politics or your party.
He didn't come to
relax,
a comprehensive approach of the creative industry that day.
Say I don't know only air queen. I don't know only air queen.
No, because you are trying to say this is the comprehensive that he is presented. That is what you are saying. That is the pressure you're creating in people.
All right, it's nyentokwa a comfort gali asa neighbor ubende adia Dr. Bawumia edituja ya tunidin Bawumia's vision for Ghana nani so ade hunu awu o jidi se oye as a president ebeboa Ghana and I ye di hun common oye sector ni bisa se susu ampa se eti a normal way and ebeboa ye industry and then nkomo aye di doc Dr. Ernest
yeah bro
my memory so na him say
yeah yenko
ye nya bibia free by bia free ba no iti yenko
edu ba bia ya na ayi mesre bebre se
yenko yenim
abotre ehia ma nkunimdie
no correct
na ye nipa ye wo studio hai na no anya hwe kra no at least ye na at studio hanum no obia ko school kakra ye hunu the corridors of yakọ classroom na ye teacher fo akira de kakra enti ensem ne bi ho na say de bebe ne ye ka ya na ye na ebenya abotre na yat because brofo kasa na yewura vice president obekae na brofo no so ye na yet bi na Michael.
Yes boss.
Ade ama ensem a yewura Dr. Bawumia bekae no ama I be hard man and why a bit difficult kakra and I can understand from where Socrates is coming from. And it's you know and man be or
baby o free bano yes na ye bono park buga
menko
ya se match
menko
ye mobile ni accept match
menko we intellectual discussion tienko nti edu ba bia wo ho de ten say enema ne bi wo ho na say wo pese wo ka to me said the bay betuma aye easy mo bi atuma kira na dwen no enema ne bi wo ho a esese tumi eba with technical support, information support, detail. Until so obiti baby because the attorney say position now you are currently President Kratu Kwanya, Sisi Crown President Tuko una president by Ghana Constitution. Until baby I'll be Jinebia I'll be Kasano. To me a woman very very powerful. Until you need platform for only sharing your thoughts. And son we are san create another resources by the party beam and son and also we are have presenting manifesto because say what say the body language any kasana you about me kasana and I quote or say my government say obijina puppet so kasa no kasa my government will create a digital infrastructure for the creative arts will create me hunu kwan oba for so referencing sabrofo no in manifesto no bedra so critique kan wasem no I don't know how English preku na yewura about me betuma san create and oba couch in the so-called manifesto that is supposed to come. There's no English that you can or say my government. When you say your government, it means that it is idea and the party hierarchy any kushia a dem ho na kokasa. It wasn't just like maybe a flag bearer doing one small press conference. This is something that happened with all party chairmen in Ghana now ebeshia in one room. And a kokasa. The thing as someone so vice president Kano, look at the party. You have a whole former president of Ghana, with national flag in the whole room, everywhere. Look at the euphoria to which the presentation was done. And so be catch them say if that one no be can in an manifesto. Into Yanjin Tum say just the vision for this country. Yanjin Tum say that is vision for this country. What are visions? President Biaba, it is your visions and ambitions that you have, no? And I want to cabinet motrase. Nobody can man constitution ye boom more ye do mine. This is the truth. The vision. You run another than Kokufado. The next one de huno. Ah, or campaign or can me ba yet is a castle come day. Ye ba Ghana base. And only a cabo moa or dibo Ghana mine. Sa vision prakunano and the Euro about me. Edine dear, Adabato. And indeed, Casano Cano, one can be a so. Where dear me cano wa, Nemo Munya but send a phenomenon manifesto on Casabeba. Or say my government with the power, it's being backed by power and authority. Mr. Me pastor me boss. Ye na educated.
Dog Casana
ye na ya school. Obi Casa, go for any pan or bekai. So I said, so can the Casa? He was speaking English, and into a boss na Yama Gobian Ghana Fontia Samna Yakanasi. What I said, some of the new men be on man. I said, you want to fight it and answer, no, relax. Because if there's any explanation, be a woman that say when you butre, now tell mama ye more convinced. But dear Papa be kind dear. Vice President say, well, my government will create a digital infrastructure for the creative industry. This is a word. Is his vision for when he becomes the president. That is his vision. Also saying, Pacho,
digital and streaming platforms.
I say my government.
Dog, relax. My main position here, Mao.
Position, mommy.
I say we will introduce other initiatives such as digital and streaming platforms for our artists to make tourism and creative arts a growth pole in Ghana.
Very good. Me Pacho, who are the we?
The
we is his government and his cabinet, and the ministers are Obeyuomo. That is we. That is, and I maybe start there. Sa word na phrase na no, and said the couch na no. Say finance so good. Engine tum say, and your manifesto, and the papa de buy. Say time no so na mo control manifesto nankasa. How are you people going to rephrase it? Mobile trouble for the same.
Don't answer yet, Debbie. As a best uncle, dog, we Socrates when we in casa. To the we messaban.
Me person me find out. Say bro time no so na mo the manifesto nankasa.
Manage on tour.
Yewra vice president and team manifesto team no. Sa bro from mobile san tro na say.
E be try no say in our manifesto. This time, this is our manifesto, and this is what we will do.
It is the point now. The point now, Vice President Reziano, he picked from the sectors of the industry, of the economy, from agri to all sectors. And
the question was say, did they invite or involve industry for no? And he said, answer yes, sir. Then you are to say, oh, na industry for no say we need the vision that will carry the industry on. Mean feel.
Where bodies are regulating your industry. And I will say I. And I will say, until Mona Moko present my papa said, dear, here, Niana. And I will say, where in your manifesto? I don't know. You have to explain.
Good. One say,
me about
doctor.
My mama some the and I might be a while. As I say, a deba in a volume of you did technical detail a cajon. And he said, Michael, and he said, Sir Obikase, you may be I will create a digital streaming platform. Streaming platform, the papa. It is the heart of ye Nancy, somewhere ye come for industry, no. the papa vice president nka boni. But the attorney say, as a saying, ba, how you are going to do it? Because the attorney said, Minu Miani Nanim say, the music industry na yetimono, a private sector initiative. Artists and a co-studio wakwayan me a media excel. Me wo me artist and a me de musica and a mako record them enjom. Ana enya aban bi na atam scan de amame. Before obi betumanya the right to upload obinyum on whether Baumia platform or Baumia platform or Till platform no.
And a bow app.
You need a certified certified licensing, right? And send any panel they need to me. Come Eugene the name at the amount say now no you can upload it here. And therefore no na me expect say due to the baby can ABO we will collaborate with maybe Musica and Gamro to secure the right to open up a licensing facility to open a digital streaming services portal for Ghana. Because we check here, platforms we are seeing now from Apple Music to Spotify, no boom play now. They are all independent streaming platforms. You need national one to say Ghana we one ma obi to me be you will need to secure the right. Who can say will create our establishment? Then you give us the emphasis how it's going to be done. Until you transi, you have a intellectual discourse like this. Ni na need to my pensement who say, oh okay, so this how it's going to be done. This how it's going to be done. Na aye unkomono, na man komono, na etie na ede. Then we can also be able to support it with the little input we have, because our kasa streaming. Streaming is already happening. People are already streaming. Menuka say when you keke fusuka one can't just say GhanaMusic.com or Mutuacha Gamro. One can. Gamro Music platform is a streaming platform. Me pacha me boa. Ghana Njum is a streaming platform. Apple Music Ghana a streaming platform. Your friend is saying Bebre. Name them. Omo now Uprise Music is a streaming platform. If the vice president say, when I come, I will create a digital streaming platform for a year. The question then becomes like, ye bebe Ghana streaming platform, I searching Apple Music and Spotify and Boom Play now. Are we going to have it? Ne form ne soon in the bano at the same. Pacho Mamisha will let him kakram. Ne soon in the bano ebeko at the same. How is it going to? Because we know the system. Until say anything about ABA, we are going to engage a foreign one to build a national Ghana one for us. Because Makase, a lot of the things are possible. What I say, and see, we need to, then based on this fact, Obi betu says, okay, we am pensing ma. Aha na the argument in beko. Aha na the argument in beko. Now ma adeno. I so easy to understand. Me per se yen for technical details no and back conversation enka said the beya utna radio sna wo kan ho asama na ankwankoye bosremoka
okay
no obi kwakasa bia na wanye kefra ne nipa na no akopa
okay
I want to make that's the point I'm saying. It is secret whether it is a manifesto and answer a vision. And a vice president this year no, it's a good laudable initiative. You mean cast wakabone, but I'm saying, sir, the young for details touching this. Also, can one more advice. No, I'm about making a statement now. You could as well also advise the man, sir, Papa, sir, some na okano, so kokan industry for no, and konfa beka amaso. Because in our last manifesto, MPP manifesto 2020, that was there. We said we are going to support the artifacts one promotion, including all those ones. We said all those things. And now, no.
Dog, me pacho, man can say, mo can say.
You can say.
Me kayama said a bear bit me situating. Why? What say we will build a digital platform.
Good.
For artists to make their products available to the global market.
Global market.
NPP manifesto on creative arts 2020.
So this is what was said years back. Until now, no, say if the vice president want to re-echo it and bring it, because it's a good idea, Mike Okai, it's a very good point. Making sure Ghana music goes to global market is the heart. Yeah, now you read that one, no.
Now what do you see?
See a bit many arena, but say yeah re-emphasize it near the bam down. Near per se susudia. Say I don't know. Be okay. You can say by you but now no. It's as part of the new dream no. It is possible. You're about me about some of the things are possible. Obviously, we can say possible. No.
Okay.
Who are we a technical person now? Who can you must make sure say you force the man to back that conversation as some kind that statement. No.
With details.
Say that now we can convince that it's going to be possible or it is much ado about nothing.
Okay. Thank you very much. God bless you. Nyami Shrapa Tilly. My memory so.
But I request the same person me small and
because for me questions about so kakranti we are not nina book. Okay, Yango.
I don't think Dr. Baumia can add the technical execution part of idea obeying now at a standing maybe I would know can especially when this is not a manifesto. The vision of Becca Enti Oriena say really it makes it into the manifesto. Not on any team, no. Advisors na at nas now how can we execute this on to me find share outline when be catch say and we will do this and then come now go so many speech because go on reader it's in that part the way we are pushing for uncut technical how he will do that no on to me be catch it and the technical and we'll sit down once every week to no on to me find it moving on please don't put the mic watch mic moving on I think one of the most important questions I bet me bisa a question Councillor Luch would bisa in what capacity is this man speaking? Because in as much as the vision is to be the or a flag bearer wanting to be president of Ghana, no, he is still the vice president of Ghana, and he's saying he's going to offer bold solutions. Solutions to what? Problems that they have caused, and now solutions to things that they couldn't provide for us. Now, what is the way forward? If really it's about solutions, why don't you finish the promises you are not able to finish? Because promises now, most of it, within the 8 years now. And since you are still part, you are an active member, you had power to be able to effect change and you couldn't do it. Why don't you finish it? Why are you doing something new? Because I know, say, political realms, no, as a party way by now another party banning with Jato, but this is your own party. Adia more started. So far, you crying, you said, theater, you are with the Kumasi or Marco Claire baby on person. Until why not finish those things? Since say you are coming to do something new, as your power as the vice president now, it means that really there was no way all these things was going to happen. No, in past you so if I say Akufo-Addo, you will not continue it. And so far, the thing is not able. It hasn't happened. So what is going to happen? It means that Akufo-Addo free. So all these things will not happen because it is not part of your vision as the vice president. But you are still in power. Moving on, your car as digital whatever no, it makes
streaming platform.
It makes sense because ultimately accumulating Ghana consumers for artists now it will actually really help them or more finances because you can't build primary markets away from your homeland. Ultimately, and building a primary market away from your homeland. And if you have a portal, even if he doesn't want to make it a global thing, and he wants to make it one of the most prominent, most used platforms here in Ghana for our artists, I think it will augment the lapses at Gamro for our artists. Straight away, we're fixing. But the point is that he is solving the problem from the top and not the down. Why am I saying that? Because question is can be during the beginning of and the discussion is say there are so many people that they are able to find the loopholes. Omutime efa artist nyom edema amount for pen drive ebony free. One of the biggest challenge of the creative arts industry which Socrates last week they say channel of distribution. People can get everything everywhere. Into why would I pay Momo to want to be on a streaming platform when I know say me nam banyada guy now or turn a pen drive around me for free and that's around me for a less price. So these institutions, no, how are they going to ensure that if Ghana artists airdrop or more content on baumiaapp.com, they will only get it there, and Ghanaians will be so interested, they will want to pay, and then we can control it. And if they want to do that, they should fix that problem. How our music is out there for free, amount 40 million, using it for free without copyright office now question on fix it. Also, now it comes to the most essential thing I think he also mentioned,
which is
funding.
No, tax incentives.
No, funding.
Who mentioned that?
About me and this is one case of my funds or mama fund.
Patrick Derby. One fund.
Well, funding.
Tax incentives for musicians and film producers.
Well, he should then manifest some of our funding come, because if you want to actually
funding for who?
And for the creative arts musicians, the my 2020, but I'm this one. For funding income because streaming platforms now. What has made I know, right? Because streaming platforms now, they are not powerful just because artists don't go on platforms. So they are powerful now because they actually give artists money, advancements. Boom play ever establishing boom play ever powerful Ghana Hanyina say it got to a time they were buying artist repertoire. They are giving you money advance our project so that will be the exclusive rights owners, which comes back to what I said, the funding. Artists must go more funds. Now catch on say no. But then there is exclusivity. Then that distribution problems in ya cancel it out. Ain't say Sako there I drop album. Na say album no a buying a man si kasa on your album now. I buying him say at the end of the day or betting a car because Sack Nation behind him said there's no way of betting him no unless on baumiaapp.com. You get it?
Right.
And to be more dear, whatever the man is saying. Whatever the man is saying, it's not wrong. But my basic problem is that my basic problem is that I don't wait now on team become a platform so as technical details. What kind of vision now? It is how to figure out how it will make a manifest. But the point of the matter is that Bawumia is still the vice president of Ghana. He still has power. And to say vision impo and I say I basa. I did be a wakache or my new so their money down to her on bear for failing. All
right. Mame kwa man so that tell na me George Kwe and Kodin Komo and Fadi we wana man can be the be hardwin. George my Hawaii.
Onya mejo so.
We dey fa che me we gina so ache.
About 4:30 dey na
Amajo Fachemi. Abusia we dey wadaroma enkomo aye di Dr. Bawumia Nsemo de atu Jaffa ye sector ne tourism no. Mami ti unso adwen che wadaroma.
Yo, Madam say, Mindika Embo Doc Mahmoud Bawumia Abaso. That was a very bold vision or share. Na say ujina abemo omoye bushia wa ubi ni a share with vision. Na vision dem no wo de wonsa ebiso bo aka say aban policies bia wahyehyɛ they are in place wo beto atwene sabio and sheda and na pomsa. Na for me they are mete and I said this is a man who contrary to popular opinion, when you say binuma idika ka say sabio musina abemo ebe no my opinion beba be puppet ama aban ayekwi. I think that presentation, that outdooring, or cherry pa say, or yeah, or no any the push, or no any nine show, or no any vision, no any dreams. Any idea will be a baby piano.
Okay.
Because you any idea will be to me, Ijina and Cranny more, you couldn't cranny, and then yes, I can.
When you nan cranny moon to 10 cranny.
I say, I've been cranny into animal.
Matuasi. Abuaji Matuasi, why?
You say. The other two Ghana Yabana creative sector may happy ma may the best share 7 under 7 broad topics. I've been promoting cultural heritage, enhancing creative education. I don't know, I work on and supporting creative entrepreneurship, strengthening infrastructure and facilities. Faith one fostering international collaborations. They are also promoting digitalization and technology, and they are the big advocating for intellectual property rights. Yenim range no me fa ba ko I no near promotion of digitalization and technology no. Me tie mon common no mo brogo so akama which mainly focused on the creation of streaming platforms now. Ula Matissa streaming platform. Yebra opinion so create Safokra. I can say it is one major distribution channel which me our film industry. Based on what research? Why not say we need more streaming platforms? Who said the fact that say you stream 1,000 times, we have $3, and not just say yeah about one gun and that's why we have $100 per 1,000 streams. Ubi ask nothing. I get the mathematics behind it. I'm a new person. No credit. Say a streaming platform. Yeah, it's going to generate revenue. Minyayan ka wo mra obitimi afre owura Ivan Kwashiga. Episode that the streaming platform or yeah for the films no revenue saying that which me are generated so far. It's a streaming platform as a golden solution to all the problems of the sector. And I am Ola, don't want to news Netflix. This year I think Netflix is 26 years old. But we decide about Netflix. People think it was just every year they started Netflix because every year no more say Netflix. People think it's just 3, 4, 5 years. It is 26 years. Well, what people do not know is that Netflix actually first became profitable in 2003. Oh, they are not proud to them that they had consistently recorded huge losses. Huge losses. In fact, I think losses, consolidated losses within that 6-year period was about $20 million. That was the net loss.
Wow.
In fact, that was just the year before, 2002. Before 2003, I almost had a positive profit. It has Ghana gotten to the level you bit me say that streaming platform, and then we'll continue to develop it for it to grow and become profitable after how many years? The Netflix it operates globally, and it is serving a global market. Hindi films also, Korean movies also, America also, China also, Libya also. And a $20 million loss. Ghana, the person created them. Has somebody actually sat down to think about all the pros and cons of creating a streaming platform? Streaming platform, Nadia, I don't think it is a way to go. Yes, it is fanciful to have it. You feel that once we have it, all our problems are solved. But people already have some. No more so no content saying no more also. I mean, Ola, you are a filmmaker. How many films have you made in the last 10 years? Christopher is a filmmaker. How many films has he made in the last 10 years? Meme George Quay, I am also in one way or the other a filmmaker. I haven't made a single film before. And I'm in my 40s. When am I going to start making movies? And to put the movies where? And yes, I'm making movies because there are no platforms to sell them. No, that is not the reason. I'm probably not making movies because some red and now Black Magic bar at the bar. She can't meet you at airports. No, my bottom.
I say anything or say a Bema was a tax incentive,
Good, me baho. Oh, Adiana. And me feel say answer na your best say I can Netflix, streaming platforms now. Let us work the system to ensure say it is actually enabling and growing. Internet yama tax incentives now. Me say look, okay, Nigeria and other countries the taxes on creative sectors are very little. But I have Ubika 15% will show. So the 15% is just one aspect of it. It is actually 21.9%. So you totally taxing that is for Ubiawe events. Why events the value added tax on your tickets in the home. And Ola Makano consistently said you cannot treat the creative sector like you would treat the petroleum sector. And what's up will be edging the taxation structures now because you cannot treat it the same way. Maslow's hierarchy of needs scratches a winner baby and answer and Bejuani. We are thriving. We are running the industry on disposable income, arguably. Arguably because they are able to what I call disposable income may actually not be disposable income for somebody else. Disposable income is determined by status of living. The industries are not the same. That is one. Maybe they said first me see a doc no. Makuma by kakra because of started by leveling the things that the government had done already.
Yeah.
Unless I'm mistaken, or what the government had done, I did not hear anything about the creative sector.
There's nothing on the creative.
Is that supposed to suggest that for the last 8 years, the government did not do anything about the creative sector?
Well, that could mean the case.
Yes, it was an oversight. Because he said, no, before the creative sector. Most of the show near about Ura Quisiajumaya Baso, and we know that they have done a lot. Oh, dear.
And yes, you cry in year of return.
The grants, they are buy for the sector near they have done a lot. So, any trainings, seminars, workshops, there a national tourism summit or more, and they are I mean, I'm surprised that it will be lost in such a momentous presentation. It's no people said, does it mean that sometimes for some of our leaders, the creative sector becomes an oversight? Because if so much has been done and it couldn't be mentioned as part of the achievements, it gets some of us wondering, say, hey, Papi touched on infrastructure, touched on the health sector, touched on education, touched on agriculture, touched on almost everything, but did not touch on the creative sector. Going forward, we need to make the creative sector a very prime part of government policy. Because they are not deliberate about it so that we will not forget it. When we are making such important presentations now. My first point is that streaming, there are low-hanging fruits. Low-hanging fruits, if you need promises of venues now, and now Kwabena Becca air concert next Wednesday, Valentine's Day. I think the tickets 300, 500. Anything was in the cake home because what's your venue cost now alone? And just small.
So uti Kwabwan so or saying corner so venue to when to me any day.
When to me because venues they are one so you cannot blame them for the cost. The size not every determined cost because by the time I you show on one also could show electricity. Me assure that show don't go about electricity in a half. You now venue almost one bit on ground rent because you assassin and your venue owners there. Assassin air bind there. Me assure that there are rent consents in there. Side rent consents that there will be other things that you would have to pay.
Taxes.
No, almost one bit your taxes in the cake home. Me assure that you may be a sunset na it be a venue owners no revenue kakra be call more you bear 20 or 10,000. I think no bit your staff assure mo so other overheads. But if you had a number of venues, and I said there are more cannot find a way to give tax rebates and incentives to companies that support the creative arts. Into said there, if you are Kwabena Nebeka, Abe High Image Group, and produce a concert in mine. Nanka, if you are Casapreco, Frobo, Yamin Sherbaitamo for almost on a for all these commendable. But imagine if Nanka Ebony Condoms airfreight, Nanka you deliver airfreight, Nanka we airfreight, we all want to support the Saturday America Airway, the Super Bowl here. The companies literally fight over themselves.
Just to sponsor.
And they pay premium.
Come on, say, well, I think I shall say, so almost a manifesto to Babeta, so it's
the team that will put together the manifesto, or more share some of these things. Now, may would GDA. Dr. Mahmoud Baumia, I have a feeling that the Ghana for a man that opportunity now. He can really do something different for this country, especially the urban creative sector now. But the honor depends on them because let's be frank, Dr. Baumia is not a creative or a tourism or a side of the divide. Somebody needs to inform him. The question is who is informing him and what kind of information is that person giving him?
All right, George, quick. See you, Image Bureau. Thank you so much. All right. Young come on here, DC. I'll say a na call. Na Socrates. Miss Uncle Councilor, so yo.
Hola. Okay.
Yeah, we're pong. It's in a hand.
Hola.
They're walking here, Papa.
Ye didn't come on. Na me near President Eko. You know.
Vice President
Eko kan no Nenja manifesto and one na me twa adwen and you were also trying to say you started by saying say inti ni nyina ni what am I say?
No, I didn't say that.
Oh,
for someone shamano.
Ne say no kan inti na I was still telling you say obi a wa sheda da no
because you're not listening.
Oh, I was listening. Inti no ni me pese me kire won say one. This is not all. The man only went there to give highlights of the things that he may do. Say news. Now highlights of the news. You cannot use that to judge the whole news. Say, this is all.
Okay.
And you call my attention to it. Say, I said something last week. Now I'm feature what I'm saying. Which
that was on the base or on the background that you accepted say na oka ho
Yes.
na me use say na den na de oka no say brilliant ideas AB ba kokra MPM that was a harmless question
because it is just highlights of the things that he wanted to do for
Yes.
the industry. It's not a comprehensive presentation of the thing.
etino entina yedi komo no me say de ba me say entina me share the busa say say ye fa wo film industry na e normal ba ko mienu miensa e hu hia pa wom e ye din.
Yeah.
And as we compare that one to the highlight, you know.
Okay.
So in my thinking, if you had some of the brilliant ideas you gave, one of them could have replaced the streaming for film.
Yeah.
Or one of them could have replaced tax incentives for film.
That is
because
that is you sending
so what did I kind of say in my understanding, no.
Yes.
Maybe one of them could have replaced because ye says hanoma we na Socrates say ye ni mani ya ebebo industry na nye ntokwa mu we are na pesa me de to
nipa no chia de enti no ne aye ne print a picture to the public
say
as if say enti we nie me pa cho. That is why I came in.
That's how you understood it.
Yes, and that is why I came in say what he presented and no say the vision for the industry na and I was calling your attention, said no, this is not a comprehensive manifesto, but it's just highlights be and okoma and
okay.
You type
but so okay you didn't community in it is our manifesto now modema 2020 na e da ye nim sisi ano ye anything are we still waiting to see some at least one of it being done before the end of the term?
Yes, as you know, they say we are working on the theaters. Say you are aware, Ola. You are aware, say we are working on the theaters.
Amphitheater.
Yes,
Kumasi.
you are aware, say we are
I
working
know.
on it. Okay. In Tinobisa, say one of it. There are a lot that we have also touched
on the manifesto.
On the manifesto.
Okay.
Yentimin touch ni na. No, yentimin touch ni na. But at least ya touchy be.
Okay.
Yes, ye be. Yeah.
All right. Yeah, no, na me person. Counselor.
Back and forth of the conversation.
Yeah, yes, sorry, Tino.
Yes.
The whole canal.
Honestly speaking, there are times. Socrates make a statement. He say, "Yeah, can say, obi betuma can be more obi SCF to trauma until the concluding part of it." And that is the caution I want to give to His Excellency Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia. Say the industry, especially the entertainment or the creative art industry, is so much hungry to hear something that will transform the pain and the worries that we are going through. And whether it is going to be in a manifesto or it will not be in a manifesto, Ola, this particular time, His Excellency Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia expended in the presence of party hierarchies and all of us sitting behind our TVs, or most of us watching him on our TV, was a time that could have imprinted a lot of things in our mind before the manifesto. Why are we talking about these things? A boss streaming platform, so whether it will appear in the manifesto or it will not appear, he could have highlighted nyama bottlenecks. Hit those ones. We don't need the technical details on what he did.
You could have done what?
Highlighted on nyama bottlenecks.
Yeah, not so crazy. I just said trend first. That was the same thing I was trying to ask from him.
Nkrofo no mo bua Dr. Bawumia in nyama mu kano. Enyama yen train manifesto. Ola, yen train Dr. Bawumia manifesto because Dr. Bawumia ebe continuation of Akufo-Addo's government. Eti ye hwe nyama na Akufo-Addo emremu omo nyamre anya na obetoaso. No obetoaso. On fa de fufuro emba. But Ojina was here not to me catch you and say, I am going to bring this Gamro musical issue to an end by implementing, my government will implement Kofi Niyama to do, and it will push the thing through a digital way. You are going to log in to play on radio. It will create, oh yes, Aquano, or the people can't get one home.
That's all street language.
That's where I'm coming from.
Waka dia street no nim.
Thank you. Enti na make say yen krofo no omumboa na se oma opanyi be kasa bedwama onka de yen hayen na ye trasia ye gina to mu ya gina to me because no amphitheater asem no aken oziola wunim because see and bibi because one afeboa and you say ye ka we no ko wiemu
there be unim councillor ehon me pese be so tina me say ye nyina nim say amphitheater because ye nya ne sa
me say whether there will be a manifesto or there will not be a manifesto. And so we all know that manifesto is a party manifesto. And Baumia can never have a manifesto unless a party manifesto.
And no,
is that not it? Baumia can never have a manifesto. It will be a party manifesto. MPP manifesto. So it's likely that there are things that Dr. Baumia will want to be in the MPP manifesto. And the MPP people say, yeah, fine, you. You know what I'm saying? So I'm saying, say, on your opportunity, now or yet your year, Charlie, Dr. Baumia, your first 5 minutes, your first 2 minutes, do an imprint of how to deal with the bottlenecks. Don't invent new ones.
Okay.
Because Gamro.
But me so me no nyadi so me can Gamro asem.
Me make us say Gamro sense.
That's an industry thing you should deal with.
Gamro as in me kosu.
For anu zini.
What do anu go to me say me ba. Say ni say, hey, I brand go for but be odi akofano. I hear like you go explain to Ebisa.
Yango. Why we me ma so bi.
It is law.
And I make things and no there is
no government cannot come here.
No.
Unless government to samra
no. And a government bet me up to samra nego.
Oh, okay.
No, no correct.
What's it?
No correct.
Yes. Is anybody bigger than any law in this country?
Yeah. And there's nobody bigger than any law.
Parliament passes samra na maye.
So what has Parliament not passed about?
Santo kwani industry players na ese kun ye ntokwa.
Councillor.
Yeah, a new voice be by.
Councillor.
Dr. Baumia, you hear chat one say.
Councillor.
Oh, here ginger honey chips. So Okasana me observe the lack of ginger in his voice. Dr. Baumia and the team on 0277 stop this thing. Don't try this again.
6.
The next time I'll catch you.
0277.
Monkey. Sorry, viewers and listeners. Dr. Baumia in the speech, who said the lack of ginger was not coming. So all he needs the team on 0277 609 644 ginger honey chips.
Thank you so much.
0277 609 644. It is a political year. So this 2024, all our discussion will be politics politics
All right. Okay. Yeah, to me know we are no.
Some of our creatives almost so they are showing love in their own way. I know say Lexi the comic calendars Takrade or having a show poet Timmy or also so Folks Place National Theatre or having a confessions poetry and me sorry dear na me the asedane nchia ma Japan mini papa the Japan mon support na mon streaming hallelujah wa drop it on social media.
All right. Why so great?
Yeah. Quick one. Ola, say 14th December
Wednesday.
Hey, February. Na on say ya lunch chocolate.
December GH 1999.
Wow. Wow. 14th February and your friend is saying chocolate week. December 14th we met chocolate amount. Why? Yes. Oh, massa. Well, metal chocolate. No, I'm making sure say also better chocolate. Councillor, you making sure say we are presenting chocolate. Card. No, we are but at least chocolate in there. And there are a lot of events for this week, Then also a World Mother Tongue Day and so Bureau of Ghana Languages. 21st March. Your World Mother Tongue Day. Almost person babechiao in your mother tongue. And Ola. Lexi so dia baso ye nyina enkonko sere kakra chale stress no any pressure
but Lexi dey no when kofodia takrade calendars and omomo akran so Fanny Texture. And so
Jumo
Ene.
Oh,
656 MJ Grand Hotel.
Oh, okay.
Fanny Texture.
I see.
Or your architect. And was a comedian.
Oh, okay.
It's in ordinary room. No man confess.
Yeah, boy, you do see Fanny Texture. Who ma de ko?
Obi amponsa ebewo any Romanus mo omunina be wa ba be jije ko. Tiani enne enumre ewo MJ Grand Hotel. Okay. Me da say. Aye dog. Yenwi.
Yeah, bro.
Yenwi.
Where the enne me boss. Alodia. And then the birthday.
And then the birthday.
And then when you're 50 years.
Wow.
50 years. And Alodia nyane. Na baby will be on behalf of the entire team Ghana Music Awards UK. Ye na the workers waha ubi biane na dofo ina no. Ye jina afidie so na yema Alodia. The team kwapa ni takitete. Baby will be out here nka ewo London. Eye English abuchi memu. Baby will see nka bia no yema na woda sronko. When you're 50 years, welcome to the 5th floor. Aha. And then come on, all
right. Yeah.
MDF what you to? Okay. Miss. Okay, wait.
At 50 now, years, over pressure pills.
Yeah, I am going.
I think it's a brown lad. I mean, so my kakaka at the account. As regards to your creative space, and it's a one thing I made me and until his submission no can say yabubo and maybe so I didn't na yen. One thing na me who say yen penny for ne person mo ba ben moi. No mu here power mo per influencer. They run to the creatives. But right after they gain power, everything promised to the people in this sector is neglected, and other sectors are being developed. Na creative arts center no ya neglected. Me nim say your economy ni failing no. One of the initiatives that helped boosted, and America played a role in boosting our economy was the year of return, which we will all agree. And a year of return, yes, year came the creatives no so can be. And a man a jinaye when it comes to entertainment. And what
Omon can be. Omuni a dear animal.
Okay, medasi. Thank you. It
was centered on them.
Yeah, exactly. And a man jinaye. Enti mesre se MPPO, se NDCO, why o manifesto awode ba. Ni awode ma creatives of no. Ye besre. Because when we neglect this sector, this sector is one of the sectors that can actually pull in a lot of cash for our country. Promises almost promising in 2020. Na besinei ye ne papa bia ejina I want fape my beka say ni say ukoka so create beka say this thing. Because it's like these days when you speak to most of these people now, as a data, we are fed up with that. And one last thing, they say it's high time they take people like Socrates and they're serious. Send you robe cranny they
don't need to take.
No, they need to.
They
need to. They need to. Anyway,
they don't need to. Yanko, bye bye.
I have one it.
Yanko.